Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the BallGame Blitz TV Sports Network, produced by Worthy Road Studios and the Trinity Christian Academy Facebook page. I'm Dave McCulley, along with Stan Gerard. Our cameraman tonight will be Bradley White. Jay Cashman is our producer and director, and for the first time this season, the TCA Lions, our TCA Lions, are on the road. We're down in Somerville at Fayette Academy. Stan Gerard, great to be back with you. Taking you on the chin last week, a game that woulda, coulda, shoulda, maybe won against USJ, but that's history, losing 28-19. The Lions come in at 1-1. They're taking on the Fayette Academy team that came off their first win of the year after losing to Adamsville and Bolivar. They beat McNary Central last week. Fayette Academy, the Vikings come in at 1-2. Good to be back in Somerville. Good to be back with you and Jay. And boy, what a weather night tonight for high school football or for anything outside. It is absolutely a gorgeous night.
Temperature by the time we get out of here will be in the low 70s in West Tennessee, and like you said, it is an absolute glorious night for high school football. Not a cloud in the sky. The shadows are starting to take effect. Crowds starting to come into the facility, and we're just about ready to get things rolling from right here in the Bob Morris, the brand new Bob Morris press box.
You have a look at the series. We'll let you get to that in just a second. But back in Somerville, we appreciate the hospitality of the folks here tonight. We are at John W. Morris Field, and we are in the Jim Morris press box.
Oh, man. You caught me, Diamond. You caught me. Take a look at the history of these games. TCA 4-9 on the field and 5-9 overall versus Fayette Academy. Last year, TC won right here by a score of 43-34. Diamond COVID wiped out the 2021 game as it did the 2020 game, and one year we were able to replace Fayette Academy with Fairleigh, and they replaced us one year with Dresden one year, yes. So it was a wash for both teams. But when these two teams get together, Diamond Dave, they tend to score points. It was 43-24 or 43-34 last year in favor of TCA. The last win on the field for Fayette Academy was in 2019 as they won 56-24. And prior to that, the last TCA on the field win was in 2017 by a score of 52-14. And then everybody remember the famous game in 2018 we came from 3 touchdowns behind and just came about 20 yards short and about 30 seconds short of winning that ball game after recovering an onside kick. But a great night for football, and look forward to a great game between these two teams. The first night of region play, the most important time of the year, region play, and we are here. It's
an important game because, as you mentioned, it's the next game. It is a region game, but the Lions come home Thursday, the makeup game. Manassas will become calling. But of 6 weeks now, we're on the road 5 of the 6 weeks, aren't we?
On the road 5 of the 6 weeks. Need to take a look at some of the players that we're going to be calling a lot of names out tonight for Fayette Academy. Everything's going to roll around their quarterback, number 10, Corbin Bowling, 15-38 through the air, 224 yards and a touchdown. He's their lead rusher as well, 38 rushes for 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. Running back Wyatt Morris, 31 rushes for 187 yards and a couple of scores. And also running back, wingback Zeb Pulliam, 23 rushes for 166 yards and 4 touchdowns and 4 receptions for 1 touchdown on the year. And Zane Pike, another big threat at receiver. You look at Fayette Academy, 721 yards on the ground so far this year, average 6.5 yards a carry. They passed for 224 yards, and they're averaging 75 yards a game on that. Total offense, 945 yards, and they're averaging 6.34 yards per attempt on the season, Diamond.
That 6.5 rushing is pretty impressive, to be honest with you. You've got to look at some of the stats for TCA.
And taking a look at TCA, of course, Cooper Vale's the quarterback, 25 of 43, 302 yards, 1 touchdown, averaging 9.7 yards, 151 yards a game. He's rushed 3 times for 29 yards and 9.7 average, and he scored 1 touchdown. For you folks from Fayette Academy checking in tonight, we do welcome you. Lakai Tompkins, our running back, already 263 yards in the season on 59 attempts, 4.5 average, 131 yards a game, and 5 TVs. He's also caught 3 passes and averages almost 7 yards an attempt. In the receiving department, TCA, Braden Waller, last year the second leading receiver in the entire state of Tennessee. He's got 13 catches for 195 yards so far this year, and we've discovered his rushing game 5 rushes last week for 61 yards, toting the note for 12.2 yards per carry. TCA's a brand new player, wide receiver Caleb Williams, Dexter Williams' son, averaging 11 yards per reception on his catches, and wide receiver Josh Delk averaging 15.3 yards a reception. For TCA, they've had 369 rushing yards, 293 for a total of 662 yards. They're averaging 5 yards a rush, almost 12 yards a pass, and for every play they run, they're averaging just shy of 6 yards a carry.
Very good, Stan. Let's remind you, this is a copyright broadcast at Worthy Road Studios for the year 2023. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, editing, or further use of the BallGame Blitz TV show and this ballgame without the written consent of Worthy Road Studios is strictly prohibited. Our game tonight being brought to you in part by the Blacksmith Restaurant, Carlock Nissan, Foundation Bank, which is our first down sponsor as well, Aloha Pools, Jones Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, Deaton's Carpet, Elite Dental, Humboldt Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep Ram, Bank of Jackson, Food Right, Waterwell Solutions, Tennessee Tractor, West Tennessee Bank, and McCoy's Heating and Air. And it's time to hear from some of those folks. We'll come back. Jay Cashin is our producer and director. He's earning his money tonight, as he always does. We'll come back with more of the countdown to kickoff continuing, and Stan will have a chance to talk to Coach Bowling. That's coming up next. After this, on the TCA Facebook page. Stay with us.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. You know, home buying can be a long and confusing process, especially in today's market. Well, our Home Sweet Home Loan program offers incredibly competitive rates and allows you to keep your loan local throughout the entire life of the loan. So start your financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number on the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company and Foundation Bank are an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
I will be the greatest, greatest, greatest. 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 I will be
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
I'm speaking with the head coach of the TCA Lions, Darren Bowling. Coach, a tough loss to our friends on McClellan Road last week, but we finally get into what's really important, the big prize, week 1 of region play.
Yeah, it's, any loss is a tough loss, and you got two choices. You can let that game define who you are, or you can step up and shake it off and learn from it and then forget it. Learn from your mistakes and then forget the game and move forward, rip the rearview mirror off and keep looking forward. And that's what we're doing this week. It's time to get into region play, and that's what it's all about. It doesn't matter where you start the season, doesn't matter what the deal is. It doesn't matter where you are in the rankings. The only ranking that matters is the final one, and so it's what you do and where you end up that matters.
These two teams, TCA and Fayette Academy, they have a long history against each other on the field. TCA's 4-9, 5-9 overall if you count COVID year games. But this is a history where these two teams, the last several years at least, they like to get them down the field and light up the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's been, I think, pretty offensive productive the past few years, and hopefully we bring some defense to the game, and we want to definitely do our part on offense to score as many points as we can, of course, but I don't like them shootouts just because I think defense is something that is becoming a lost item out there in the football world, and so we work really hard on defense, and hopefully we can hold them under 50 tonight and keep the game a little closer.
What film I've had an opportunity to look at, looks like they're going to run some versions of an offense you're familiar with. They run some versions of the wing tee as well.
They do. Fayette Academy has always been a tough group of kids. They always play hard and physical, and so what they do, they run the ball a lot and run some boots and starburst passes out of the wing tee stuff, and so you have to be on your on your toes and ready for those pass plays. But they like to run the football, and that's what they've always done, as far as I know. And so they've even got a little Maryland eye in there that they run, and so they're going to be a physical football team, and defensively we're going to have to match their physicality in there, and also offensively we're going to have to do a good job up front.
Looking at some of their personnel, they're led by a young quarterback, no relation, Corbin Bowling, but I know this young man from the basketball court, very outstanding athlete, decent arm, and obviously has the wheels to go with it. He
does. He's kind of, he's the one that makes everything click for him at quarterback there. He's the leader of the team, and he puts the team on his shoulders sometimes and does some really good stuff, and so he throws a good ball. But what he really hurts you is when he's running quarterback counters and boots and stuff like that, quarterback powers. He does a good job at those things. So, he's definitely on our radar.
Yeah, it's not only just the quarterback, but, running backs and wing backs. They have a couple of other young men who have some very balanced yards as well. So it's not like we're going to be able to key on just one individual. We've got a lot of watch out for those guys, type of guys to look at.
Yeah, I mean, they spread it around pretty good. 24, he does a good job for him running the ball, and he's had a lot of rushes as well, probably equally or right at equal to the quarterback. And number 6 runs the ball well. Also does a good job receiving the ball some, and so. Again, you got to watch out for they're kind of sneaky with their pass stuff, and so. But what they want to do, I mean, is focus on running the football and again being physical, and so it's going to be a physical game for our defense, and we're going to have to step up.
Looking at TCA from last week, had some trouble running up the middle, obviously, but I really like the way our option game flourished last week.
Yeah, I think we're still in the infancy stages of getting this stuff in and getting it going, but for what I'm seeing right now, I'm very pleased. I'm very impressed with Cooper and the decision-making process, and also Kai getting yardage in there, even when people are keying on him. Of course, they're going to key on him. I mean, and so people don't understand when you say, well, Kai was having a tough time tonight. Well, he's got 11 guys watching out for him, and so we do have to be able to spread the ball around a little bit and get it to other guys to make sure that we have threats and show people we have threats in other areas as well. And Cooper do a good job running the ball when he pulls it, and he hasn't gotten to that stage yet where he's showing a lot of big yards, but I think Cooper is very capable of being a threat as well.
Coach, obviously we're starting out the region season. We're starting it on the road in a place we're very familiar with. Nothing like going out and getting a good, hard-earned victory, and especially doing it on the road.
Exactly. I mean, that's, win heals a lot. Heals a lot of wounds, and so it's the best medicine you can have, and so that's something we're definitely looking forward to, and we got to get back on track and get things going. And I just want, the TCA supporters out there and everything to know that these guys are working really, really hard. They're doing everything they can and doing the best that they can do. And us as a coaching staff, we're going we're going to get them there, because they're showing up every day and giving us what they have in the tank, and so it's our job to make sure we get them ready. And I think a victory would be very healing for us right now.
Coach, your final keys to victory tonight against the Vikings of Fayette Academy.
I think we're going to have to be physical on defense. I think offensively we're going to have to throw the ball some and again, not let them just key on Kai in there and show them that we have other threats on the field. Cooper may need to do some things with his legs a little bit, but mainly, again, take away the mistakes, that's a big thing that finish drives, not have penalties that are drive killers or turnovers, things like that every game, those are things that you got to be careful of.
Coach, we'll talk to you in their brand new press box after a big TCA victory tonight.
Sounds great. Thank you.
That's the head coach of the TCA Lions, Darren Bowling. You're watching the Countdown to Kickoff pregame show right here on the BallGame Blitz and the TCA Broadcast Network. We're back after this.
McCoy's Heating and Air specializes in more than just HVAC services. Our service department has expert plumbers to handle a wide variety of plumbing issues. Do you have a dripping faucet, broken toilet, or broken water heater? Whatever the issue may be, contact McCoy's today for quick service. Call McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should already be here.
Special interest rates as low as 0%.
You should already be here.
We have cars, trucks, SUVs, and the all-new electric Nissan Aria.
You should already be here.
We even have no payments for 90 days.
You should already be here.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Carlock Nissan of Jackson.
Carlock, just one of the great sponsors that makes it possible for us to come your way every Friday night. Next week, Thursday night, when Manassas will come calling, and we'll tell you more about that later tonight. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dave McCulley, along with Stan Gerard, the very talented Jake Cashin's in the booth with us. Meanwhile, Bradley White's our cameraman. He'll be bringing you the action that you'll be able to watch vividly here on the great screen that Jay provides on the TCA Facebook page in conjunction with the BallGame Blitz and Worthy Road Studios. Stan Gerard, this is a big one tonight, but there's a lot of other big games around the area tonight. Let's take a look at some of those matchups, sir.
Yeah, let's take a look at some of the matchups. Perry County at West Carroll. Christian County out of Kentucky at a struggling South Gibson. A lot of people pick South Gibson to be one of the best teams there. Starting out struggling, a lot of injuries on that ball club. Fulton County is at undefeated Obion Central. Ripley is at McNary, who was defeated by Fayette Academy last week. McKenzie is at McEwen. Scottshill at Covington. Dresden is at Halls. Haywood just down the street at Fayette Ware. Riverside is at South Gibson. Union City at Gleason. Memphis East is at Hardin County. Greenfield and Humboldt. Huntington makes a long trip. They're taking on Columbia Academy. That could be a very interesting ball game. South Fulton at Lake County. Chester County at Dyer County. Milan at Camden. FACS at Brewston. Dyersburg, Bolivar. Peabody and Adamsville, just 40, 50 miles down Highway 64 here. Westview at Liberty, Southside at Crockett, Northside at Lexington, and USJ is at Jackson Christian this evening.
Of all those games, Stan, looking at USJ and Jackson Christian tonight. Jackson Christian undefeated. So is USJ. 28-19 over us last week. We'll see USJ the last game of the regular season. Who do you pick in that game and why?
Well, I think I'm going to go with the Bruins in this one.
Are you really?
Just for the simple fact that, like Ric Flair says, to be the man, you got to beat the man, and Jackson Christian hasn't beaten them yet.
Yeah, there are some people that think both are living sort of on borrowed time as far as the loss. Would you agree with that? I wouldn't say that about Jackson.
I think there is some borrowed time, but would be a good way to talk about that.
Pete Normal is the referee tonight, and the Vikings in the house. Look at the Viking down there standing. He looks pretty nice in the cape.
Before we get too busy here, Kerry Gehring, Grandpa and Kerry Gehring, they're in the house. They're in the building or in the facility watching this. Gail Presley, Chena Keltner, Larry Vales, Diane Delk watching from Nashville this evening.
And Brad Keltner's tuned in tonight as well.
Just had an operation.
Right, Stan, you heard from Coach Bowling, and I noticed that he alluded several times in his comments to you. Great job by both of you, by the way. But he thinks it's going to be a very physical game tonight.
These two teams, whenever they get together, it always is. And TCA needs to pick up their intensity as far as the physicality goes. I think we kind of got beat up a little bit last week, and we need to get that physical hard edge back.
No doubt about it.
To us.
And we'll take a break. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll come back as it winds down here in the Countdown to Kickoff show. We'll come back right after this. It's the Lions versus the Vikings in Somerville. Stay with us on the TCA Football Network.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Hi, I'm Stan Gerard for your local Food Right. Food Right is the home of the butcher. Food Right is proud to sell certified Angus beef. It's the very best there is. All of our beef, signature pork, and chicken products are cut and packed fresh daily by our in-store butchers. To feed your family well, Food Right with 11 locations across West Tennessee is where you need to go. Have a great day, everyone, and much more importantly, God bless.
We're back here in Somerville, Tennessee, down in Fayette County. About an hour and 10 minutes from my driveway anyway that Stan ushered us down here. Well, Stan, an interesting series, interrupted by COVID. Another year, it was a forfeit involved, and the captain's about to meet near field. And one of the first things that we as announcers do, Stan and I, when we arrive somewhere, is how hard or easy it is to read the numbers on the uniforms. And tonight, man, we're blessed. You can really read TCAs. And how about the red jerseys and gray jerseys trimmed in black with the white numerals by Fayette Academy. So we should have no problems tonight, sir.
Well, these two teams get it, Diamond. Dark jerseys, light numbers. Light jerseys, dark numbers. That's the way it was back in the day, and that's the way it needs to get back to again. Unlike some of these schools who have these multi-covered uniforms and with the numbers matching the color of the shirts, not a good look.
Vance, along with Nick Jones, out there, two of the captains. Meanwhile, bowling that Stan's talked about quite a bit. Zachary Wells out there as well for Fayette Academy. Wyatt Morris, and also out there is Zeb Pulliam. Some of the other captains out there behind the first initial line will be Daniel Cashin. Also out there, let's make those numbers are being blocked a little bit by us right now. But Halen Wilkerson out there as well. So Stan, the coin toss about to take place here. And we'll get this thing underway. Looks like we're going to be right on time and should be a fun night of football. Stan will have scores from those games that he mentioned a moment ago. TCA coming in at 1-1, Fayette Academy 1-2. Lions trying to get that bitter taste out of their mouth against rival USJ. Meanwhile, Fayette Academy trying to keep the momentum going as they won over McNary Central.
Crowd's still coming in here. The officials giving the final instructions, and we'll be ready to play ball here in just a matter of minutes. The sun has just about set. The field completely covered in shade right now, and the lights starting to take effect. And it's going to be a great night. Fayette Academy has won the toss. They have deferred to the second half, so TCA will be on offense to start this ball game.
Jay pulling the rabbits out of the hat. Look at that screen there, folks. As you watch it, we're looking at our monitor here, and we get ready for this kickoff. Pistol Pete Norval. He's older than I am, and Pete's been around about as long as I am. Let's take another 2-minute break as they have the invocation anthem. We'll come back, and the kickoff's coming up momentarily here on the TCA Facebook page and on the TCA network. Stay with us, everybody.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spot even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Waterwell Solutions offers experienced and diversified services throughout the greater Tennessee area. Waterwell Solutions specializes in well drilling operations. They are experienced in the design, construction, and maintenance of wells from 4 to 16 inches in diameter and depths up to 1,000 feet. Waterwell Solutions has 3 locations in Summerville, Brownsville, and Trenton. For a consultation, give them a call at 731-779-1272.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should offer more than a place to just store your money. Our foundation benefits with high interest accounts include the flexibility of a checking account with tiered interest rates, identity theft protection, cell phone protection, and more. So start a financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number at the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And welcome back to Summerville, Tennessee. We're on the campus of Fayette Academy High School, and we're just about set for high school football, the first road game of the year for TCA as they take on the Vikings of Fayette Academy High School. These two teams, Fayette Academy, the overall leader in the series, but Diamond, as we've seen the last several years, this has been, I wouldn't say a heated rivalry, but a very hard and contested rivalry. These two teams like to get up and down the field.
Very competitive, no doubt about it. TCA through the years has been so competitive, and Johnny to the task almost every Friday night. Meanwhile, Fayette Academy, the Vikings, a relatively new program as compared to some of the programs around the state. And the Lions on cue burst right through. You see them burst through that big banner down there. And Stan, we get ready for the kickoff coming up in a matter of moments. Lions wearing the all whites you can see tonight with the purple numbers, helmets, the darker helmets as well. And Fayette Academy, gray helmets and red jerseys trimmed in
I like that combination.
I like that too. And the black breeches, as we would say, and the white numerals. So Coach Wells, his first year, his team 1-2. This program, as Stan told you earlier, 224, 254. TCA's 153 and 170. So you got a rookie coach against a seasoned veteran.
Advantage seasoned veteran.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, the Lions will receive this football and be moving from left to right on your screen there. You see the good contingent of TCA fans across the way. The Viking logo there in the midfield area.
Kicking off tonight for Fayette Academy is going to be number 9, Ben Brower. Diamond, a good leg. Had a 43-yard attempt last week at McNary. Just sailed a little bit right. He was booming from 40 yards earlier this evening, so he's going to have a good leg on him. Going to kick him deep. And we're just about ready for high school football. Like I said, TCA in the all-white with purple numbers trimmed in black. Fayette Academy, black breeches, red, gray, and white jerseys with the black helmets. And we're just about set. The official has blown his whistle. We're about ready to rock. And with the call of the game, the voice of high school football, the Hall of Famer, Diamond Dave McCulley.
Thank you very much, Stan. Atwood, Jones, and Waller. And that kick's going to be gathered in here. And pick your poison, because all those guys are very dangerous. Coming right at us will be Waller. He's at the 30, to the 35, to
good
the 40.
Stiff arm.
On his feet to the 45, to midfield, and goes into Fayette Academy territory. Great return. Stan, I said pick your poison. Nick Jones is pretty
yards on the return after picking up at 5, and TCA going to start on offense, 1st and 10 inside Viking territory at the 47-yard line.
really nice to get that ball in this vantage point.
Right in front of us, too.
Daniel Cashin will hover over that football. Tompkins will be in the pistol right behind Cooper Vales, the quarterback.
You know, Daniel Cashin's a good guy, but I hear his dad's pretty sketchy.
I've heard his dad's a great guy. Here's Vales dropping back, throwing, and he's got Waller down there. He caught it at the 20, and if he hadn't lost his footing, he would move down to probably pay dirt, but he's going to be down to the 15-yard line, and a big play there, a 33-yard pickup all the way down to the 15-yard line stand.
Nice 30-yard pickup on the slant pattern. TCA in business with that Foundation Bank first down.
Lost his footing a little bit, Stan. I watched during the pregame. There was a little bit of slippage out there from time to time. Here's Tompkins, student body left. Moving outside to the 10, to the 5. He's going to coast into the end zone. 2-play drive, 48 yards in the Lions at the 11:31 mark. Take an early 6-0 lead.
Well, you got to like it when you only have to spend 2 plays to get a score. TCA up early in this ball game. Fayette Academy never really contended the blocking or the tackling of Lakai Tompkins. Great job of blocking by the offense on that play, plowing the road for Lakai to get the 15-yard score.
Never put a hand on him, did they?
No.
Atwood will be the holder.
And hello to my Miss Peggy before I forget.
And here's the PAT attempt, and it is up. It is good by the soccer guy, David Williams, or David Willard, I should say. We saw him. I asked Jay about it, and Jay said he is a good soccer player, and he just knocked that one right through, and it's a quick 7-0 lead. Lions on the board quick. Hope you're still with us, folks. I'm telling you, if you're just joining us, it was lightning. Back after this 30 on TCA's Facebook page.
Your life, your home,
your business, your future. Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank strives to serve its clients in every season of life. With vast experience in personal and business banking, we take pride in guiding you through significant events. At West Tennessee Bank, we help you realize your dreams.
West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Number 81, Zane Pike.
Morris and Pike will be back to receive this kickoff and stand just like that. 19 seconds into the game, the Lions have a lead. I know that Connie Arnold, and Arnold's around the corner from me. John Lewis Coffey, Peggy, you mentioned Peggy Curry, and Patrick Bunch. Coach Bunch are already tuned in. And to kick it off now for the Lions will be, in this case, Joshua Delk. Delk gets a foot in it and over to the 10-yard line, bringing it back this way. Coming right at us, and now coming outside or trying to get outside. Lions good pursuit. They'll knock him out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. And bringing it back that time was a good return by It looked like
It'll be
Pike.
1st and 10 for the Vikings.
Okay, well, he had to run about 55 yards just to pick up about 10
Sure
on
did.
the return.
Well, you know, you always talk about, Stan, you run north and south, you might get some yardage. You run east to west, you're
The,
not
the
probably going to get a
TCA
big gain.
defense did a nice job in stretching that play out.
Sure did.
And making him run east-west instead of the north-south.
Boy, special teams played a big part in the game last week, too, didn't they?
And special teams playing a part early in this contest.
That front line up there, of course, leading tacklers on this team right now is Miller and Moore, tied apiece with 17. 3 tackles for losses by Moore, and Gabe Lee's right there on their heels with 14 total tackles. We'll set the lineup here for you as a really good quarterback, Corbin Bowling, number 10, the junior, has it in the shotgun, throws out there wide open and caught by Jay Brady Orr. And Orr close to the first down, knocked down a yard or two short at about the 39-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. Had to get just over the 40, and he's going to be a tad short, but a nice, hard-to-defend pass there by Bowling.
Pickup of 9 on the play, 2nd and 1.
That'll bring up a second
That kind
down
of play
and
certainly
1
makes
for the
your
Vikings.
second down offensive choices wide open.
Zane Pike, the far receiver, wearing 81 on your screen there, 7 receptions, 109 yards, and he's a tall target at 6'3". Bowling in that gun with a running back to his left. Sends a receiver here to the near side, that being Orr. Now here's Bowling on the quarterback keeper. He's going to try to turn outside, and he's going to get to the mid or to the 40. He's close to the first down, but a flag in the backfield. And Stan, normally when it comes in there, it's going to be a hold.
And the tackle on the play by TCA's the big cheese, Colby Moore on the pursuit.
Moore and Miller, boy, they really, you mentioned the word pursuit. They've got that gear about them, don't they?
Well, he's the big cheese, and Miller is hammer time.
That's right.
Hammer and Hank.
Pistol Pete, I wonder how many times he's made that call of holding. And it is holding. They'll mark it off from about the 38. So that's going to move the ball. They have to get it just over the 40. The ball is going to be moved back inside the 30 to the 29. So it's going to remain second down, but now it's going to be second down and 11.
Now this really changes the thing. You have a 2nd and 1 situation. Now you're faced with 2nd and 11. Your whole dynamic has changed.
And the thing about that hole came back toward the middle of the pack. He was coming right toward us.
It was a non-factor in the
needless
play.
hole. It was a needless hole, wasn't it? And that's what brings the gray hairs on coaches, even the young coach, Dale Wells.
Got a feeling that Fayette Academy is going to try and air it out on us,
Or
at least
in
early.
motion, far side right. Bowling looks that way, throws on the fly pattern, and it's going to be intercepted. Oh, dropped. Oh, my goodness. A great effort there, great coverage. But then Nick Jones could not hold on, and Stan, he had it in his breadbasket, didn't he?
Well, had intercepted and had it returned before he managed to catch it, but great defense by Slick Nick on the play as we see the replay on it. Have him covered like the morning dew, as I like to say.
Jay does a great job with that. Look at him, and then kicked it, trying to hold it. So it's 3rd and 11, and a good chance for the Lions to stop him and make him punt it. We're at the 10:07 mark after the incomplete pass. The clock arrested. TCA leads the game 7-0, scoring on a 2-play, 48-yard drive after a Waller great return back to the Fayette Academy 48. It only took 2 plays, a pass to Waller and then a run by Tompkins.
Changing the play.
Yep. Here is, they fake the reverse. Now coming this way, Bowling's going to have to square and throw, and Nick Jones had another chance, but that one ran out of real estate anyway, but it's incomplete. And it's going to be now 4th and 11, and that's going to bring out the punter for Fayette Academy.
I don't know if we're going to get another replay on this, but great pursuit by the TCA defense, putting the quarterback Bowling under a lot of pressure. And if we can do that all night long, Bowling's still a young kid. That's going to be a dynamic that he's going to have trouble with tonight.
9:59 left here in this first stanza, and Pike, the punter, the 6'3", all 6'3" of him, 175 pounds. He'll stand back. High snap, but he's so tall it didn't matter. Here's a wobbler, and Waller's just going to run away from it. It's going to take a Fayette Academy bounce inside the 30, and we'll be down about the 27-yard line. Yep. So Billy Malden tuned in. Nicky Council is watching. The Arnolds are tuned in. We've got a lot of folks tuned in now as the audience grows. Let's see if the TCA lead can grow.
Well, Diamond, it only took 2 plays the last time. Let's see what Coach Bowling and the offensive staff have up their sleeves this time, as we've got 63 yards to go for a score.
Can't help but reflect. Now, this is a team game, but you can't help but reflect. Boy, Waller and Tompkins, they've become a 1-2 or 2-1 punch, haven't they?
It's become a combination that is hard to deal with.
No doubt about it. And they mark it at the 25, actually. So let's notate that on our card here.
We didn't get as good a spot as I thought.
No, that's okay, though.
What,
25-yard line.
Yeah.
First and 10, ball the nose of it resting right on the 25, as you see on your screen. They're in that pistol again. Tompkins behind Bales. I think you'll see a dose of Tompkins until they prove they can stop him. Tompkins looked like he left a little early. Little bubble pass out on the left wing, 35-yard line, and catching it there.
Pass is complete.
And did we have a whistle?
Knocked out of bounds by Ladner.
That was Williams on reception.
Caleb caught it.
Yep.
And he's to the 40-yard line and then stopped there. They move it back, actually saying he was knocked out at about the 30
second down
or 20.
And 3, ball on the 32-yard
So
line.
32-yard line.
6-yard pickup for Caleb on that play.
Yep. Going to be second and short. Tompkins has it. Tompkins has the first down and more as he plows literally his way and powers his way to the 40. And a good blocking on that left side of that line. Look at that blocking, Stan.
Yeah, great blocking. Look at the push by the offensive line of TCA, just blowing Fayette Academy right off the line of scrimmage. And it'll be first and 10 at the 41. That was a pickup of, what, about 11 on that play?
That was a great block by Harrison Vance. You notice he stood up his defender and just didn't hold or anything, just held him at bay. In the pistol again, here's Tompkins. Bales looks and throws. He wants Waller again. He's got him wide open. Waller, 30, 25, they'll not catch him. It's going to be a quick touchdown again. This time a 3-play drive, and the Lions go 75 yards. And just like that, it's 13-0 at 9:05, and Waller just flat beat his man.
58 yards on the reception for TCA, and we're now up 13-0.
Lions make it look easy here, aren't they? 58-yard pass to Bales, capping off a 70, or from Bales to Waller, I should say.
So, Diamond, we have run 4 offensive plays, and we've got 2 scores. That's Ted Williams bagging, don't you think?
No doubt about it. Last guy to hit 400. Here's the PAT.
Willard,
good. 14-0 Lions. Let's take a break. 30 back after this on the TCA Facebook sports page.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Take it.
We're back. Well, actually, it's a 5 plays thus far. That was a 3-play drive that time, a 2-play drive earlier. Willard, true on that DAT, and stands 75 yards, and the Lions lead now 14-0. And we're at the 9:05 mark, still in this first stanza. And boy, Bales, we talk about Waller and brag about him, but that was a bullet, and accuracy by Bales, outstanding.
TCA like a juggernaut, like a train going downhill without brakes early in the first quarter.
No doubt about it. Back to receive this kick will be J. Brady Orr. He's on the far side of there to your screen, and Wyatt Marsh will be here to the near side toward us. Good TCA crowd across the way. A lot of folks listening. Will Keltner's watching now. Here's the kick, and Marsh is going to gather it in at about the 15-yard line. He's to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, and ducks his head there and will be down. Tripped up, and then finished off by Hammer and Hank Miller on the play, and Tompkins is the guy that got a hand on him and tripped him up.
Good job by the TCA defense getting downfield. You don't normally see your star player on the special teams, but Lakai Williams, he wants to play special teams, and we see the result of that. Good play, great pursuit.
How would you like to be the center? 5'10", 300-pounder defensive lineman Kendall Boyce right over your neck there. Look at that. He's right on that nose. The Lions threaten the blitz. Miller comes up in the gap, but then backs off. Here's Bowling looking, Bowling throwing. There's his favorite receiver, Pike. He caught it, but he's tackled very quickly and knocked down there, and knocking him down to the turf is Caleb Williams.
Pike on the 7-yard pickup action. We're going to call that 8 for Pike, 2nd and 2.
And here's the replay. See the Lions converged on him and got him, but a good pickup by Bowling, almost 8. So it's going to be 2nd down and 2. Clock running at 8:31. Beautiful night for football here in Summerville, Tennessee. We'll have scores and highlights from some of the other games, and keep you right attuned to this one throughout the night. In motion here, coming this way. Now they play fake it. Bowling's going to keep it and run for the first down. Far side right. They grab him by the jersey, and finally Nick Jones takes him down at about the 44. But a first down, first down of the night.
7-yard pickup for Bowling and a first down. TCA did a nice job. They faked the ball to the running back. TCA had that covered. Bowling able to get to the edge and get 7 for the first down.
Well, you heard Coach Bowling with his interview with Stan in the pregame talk about the fact he thought it was going to be a very physical game. That time the physicality war at the line of scrimmage was won for the first time tonight by Fayette Academy. Our good buddy and lovely buddy Melanie Wilburn's tuned in tonight.
First down for the Vikings.
And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Clock running at 7:50. Bowling up under center this time. Back behind him, puts a man in motion, brings him here to the near side. Now they go to the up back at the midfield stripe. He plows his way into TCA territory. So they went to that physicality that Coach Bowling talked about, and Zeb Pulliam has another 8-yard pickup. It's going to be 2nd 2 stand.
Zeb Pulliam, 166 yards, plus 8 on the season. That was his 24th carry. And the offense for Fayette Academy, when you're in 2nd 2, like I said earlier, you've got a wide open playbook right here, Dave.
No doubt about it. They run the wing formation with one back there, and here's Bowling dropping, play faking. Lions coming at him, and they got to sack him back inside the 45-yard line. Boy, there was pressure everywhere, and the guy that gets up is Joshua Vinson and others. Forcing him out of there, though, was Kobe Moore and others. They had the full-time blitz on, and Bowling had nowhere to go. 2nd and 11.
Well,
or make it 3rd and 11.
Some of our young men must work at Food Right because they certainly know how to get the sack.
Stan, you power the football. Now, Coach Wells got more than I know, but you power the football, you pick up 8, then you go to a little bit of a play call there that I'm sort of puzzled about. You would think they would want to try to just out-physical TCA and keep TCA's offense on the sideline.
Pressure again, here we go.
Bowling running for his life, nowhere to go, still looking. And now he's going to throw it and find a man open out there.
Wow.
Caught by J. Brady Orr. Orr's going to get the first down and more.
Oh, good Lord.
45, 40, coming into the near side. He's going to run to the 35. He's on his feet still and then moved out of bounds at the 32-yard line. The Lions had pressure all over him, and credit the quarterback, Corbin Bowling, for making just an outstanding play. But there is a flag on the play. It's back at the 45-yard line, and you're going to bring that back to the house, Gal.
Yeah, that's probably illegal receivers downfield from where that flag's thrown.
It could very well be. Let's wait and see what Pistol Pete tells us. But boy, what an effort by the quarterback Bowling.
I mean, Fran Tarkenton out there once again, man, just scrambling for his life.
Yeah, no doubt. As good a shape as both of these teams in.
Holding is the call.
You see some huffing and puffing too, though, don't you? Look at it.
Against the Vikings.
Blocking the back was the call. I can see that happening on a scramble play like that. So
that negates, instead of the ball being down inside the 35-yard line of TCA, that's going to be all the way back now, Stan, to the other 35. And it's going to bring up 3rd and about 20.
Diamond with that penalty, that's a 35-yard swing in field position.
Absolutely. That's just got to drive a coach
batty
there. So it's going to be 3rd when Bowling shows, though, he's a threat. Stan bragged on him in the pregame, and well, he should.
Yep.
Tough little cookie. Well,
saw what we could do on the basketball court.
Yeah, absolutely. Pike here to the near side. Receiver far side right on your screen. Here's Bowling in the gun. They leave the back there to fly for him. A fly pattern out here, and it's going to be caught. And it's caught by Pike. Pike did not necessarily use his height as much as he did. The fact he just came back and got a ball that was underthrown a little bit.
Ball on the line, 33.
35 yards on reception.
Absolutely.
To Pike.
And you see, saving the touchdown was Caleb Williams.
Diamond on that play. What they lost the last play, they immediately picked it back up with that pass play there.
Doodle Butler, our lovely friend, she's watching from up in McKenzie.
First down for the Vikings.
Brad Darrell looking good until that play there. It's got to be 1st and 10 for the Vikings now at the TCA 34-yard line. You see Bowling in that gun. He sends doubles far side right this time. Looks that way. They use a couple of guys to try to block for the receiver. Catches
That's
it
a
with a short
play.
Yep. Lost about 2. White caught it. Boy, well defended. Tompkins was the guy that led the charge, but man, really a great bit of defense by the Lions.
Pike, 3 receptions, 41 yards. Early score from Ronnie Fowlerfield. Jackson Christian leads USJ by a score of 7-0. Lausanne leads ECS 7-0 in that contest.
Well, we're pulling for Coach Butler, who you saw last night. Pulling for him tonight. A hash mark right. That was a loss of about a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Clock under 5 minutes. First stanza. TCA leads the game 14-0. Took them 5 plays on 2 different drives after a great kickoff return by Waller to begin the game. PATs by Willard, both true, and it's 14-zip. Here's Bowling looking right at us. He's got to be sacked.
Bowling on the carry.
And he's knocked down, and the guy that got him will be Kobe Moore.
2 sacks and a loss of 9 total yards.
See the replay here, Stan. That's the second time that Moore's got in the backfield as soon as Bowling tried to go anywhere.
Well, he's just all over him, and Bowling in that deal, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. 15 yards and sack yardage for Bowling already in this game.
They bring the receiver this time. It's going to be Bragoris here to the near side. They send the big guy. Got to watch for Pike. He's far side right. I would be shocked if they don't go to him if they pass his ball. Morris is back in the backfield to block for Bowling. Bowling looks. Bowling steps up in the pocket and shovels the pass. It's caught by Wyatt Morris. Morris has the first down inside the 20 to the 15 to the 10 to the 5. Morris may go in. Did he get in? Yes.
39 yards for Morris on the touchdown. And as quick as TCA scored 14, Fayette Academy strikes on a 39-yard play for the score to Morris.
And improvising that time would be an understatement by the quarterback Bowling.
Making adjustments on the fly.
And the kicker in to attempt the PAT will be Ben Brewer. Brewer, a freshman. He'll set it down and he'll try to pull his team within a touchdown. Snap back, ball down, kick up, it's good. 14-7, 3:41. So just like that, the Vikings back in the game. We'll take a 30 back after this with more TCA football from Worthy Road Studios. Stay with us.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. You know, home buying can be a long and confusing process, especially in today's market. Well, our Home Sweet Home Loan program offers incredibly competitive rates and allows you to keep your loan local throughout the entire life of the loan. So start your financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number on the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company and Foundation Bank are an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
We're back. Carroll Hall tuned in tonight. Jackson Keltner, good buddy of ours. Christy Timms is watching. Roll Tide, they've got a big one tomorrow night against Texas. We've got a good one going here, folks. Diamond Dave, Stan Gerard, Bradley White, Jay Cashin, our producer director, and Stan. I'm telling you, on that particular series, capping off a 70-yard drive, I'm not taking anything away from anyone else. But boy, Bowling made that happen, didn't he, the quarterback?
It was simply on his scrambling ability and ability to make decisions on the fly that they were able to complete that pass. You know, and don't forget, you know, Morris with a great run after the reception as well.
We talked about Christy tuned in. She may be going to Tuscaloosa, but I'm telling you that Texas-Bama game, I've got football tomorrow myself at noon and 2 soccer matches to follow. I won't get back to Jackson about midnight. But I've got my recorder set for that one. Well, let's see who they picked the poison this time. Remember, Atwood, Jones, and Waller. That is really
developed. It's a three-headed monster.
I'm telling you, you stole my thunder. I was about to say, man, who do you kick to? Now they don't kick it to any of them. A
knuckleball.
It's going to be picked up here on the near side at the 20. That's going to be Atwood. He's to the 25 to the 30, to the 35 to the 40. On his feet to the 45. Up near midfield, and Atwood's developed into a great returner. And he's up near midfield, but a flag back here. That's going to be a block in the back, probably around the 35-yard line.
Yep, second time we've had a big return taken back by the illegal block in the back. But still, 36 yards in return. The special teams play for TCA, very good early on.
Under the direction of Jay Cashin, Dave McCulley, Stan Gerard with you tonight from Somerville, Tennessee. And you can bet on 3 things: death, taxes, and we will not be stopping at the local eatery we stopped here a couple of years ago.
Unless we got 20 minutes to throw away.
I do not have. I've got to write volleyball stories when I get back to Jackson.
Well, Diamond?
Well, you and Jay have your feet propped up tomorrow. I'll be at work at 7:38, and I'll get home about midnight. Hey, man, I'm looking forward to it. You got to embrace it just like it. You know what I mean? Doesn't do it good to lament about it, does it, Jay? I'll tell you one thing, Jay and Stan have privileges down here like no other. Now here's Fayette Academy jumping. Yeah, because any other place, we'd have to park out where everyone else parks. You guys just pull right in and come right in behind the press box. And it's not a little easy junk to get back here, is it?
Well, it depends on who you know, Diamond.
That's right.
Peabody leads Adamsville 7-0 in Adamsville, and Milan leads Camden 14-8. While Zan's pushed out to a 2-touchdown lead over ECS.
That 5-yard infraction gives T-Shea 1st and 5. Here's Vales running the RPO. He's going to flip it back here, and it's going to be caught, but it's going to be run out of bounds. And Nick Jones ran out of real estate. Well, Vales tried to run the RPO, the run-pass option, and great defense by Fayette Academy. Credit them for that, Stan.
Pickup of about 2 on the play for Nick.
You're being very generous. That's a yard pickup.
Okay.
That's what I like about you, Stan.
I am kind and generous.
That's right. Better to be that and bitter and old, isn't it?
I've been called that before, too.
And off Tompkins, they meet him at the line of scrimmage. He might have got a yard, and that's about it. They were waiting on him, Stan. Closed him out of the gate there, didn't they?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Vikings in on the tackle on that play.
Actually, no gain. And the ball at the 31. Third and about 3.
3 carries, 26 yards.
So the Lions need to convert here. They'll have to punch it right back to Fayette Academy, who's feeling good about themselves all of a sudden. Bales runs the RPO, gives it to Tompkins. Tompkins trying to get outside, does just that. First down and more to the 40. On his feet to the 42, 3, and knocked down there at about the 42. Beautifully ran play by and executed brilliantly by Cooper Bales.
11-yard pickup for Lakai on that play. 4 carries, 37 on the night.
Jay tells us there's a flag on the play again. Oh, my goodness.
Right after I used up a scoring column or statistical column.
I didn't see a hole. Obviously, we being TCA guys. They move it now back to the 20. Dan, we have to get to where?
Oh, we've got to get to the 37.
Third and about almost
14
yards, 14 yards.
Yeah. I think we may. I smell a little Braden Waller.
I smell Waller over the middle again. Doubles far side, top of your screen. Bales looks and throws to the left, and it is almost intercepted.
Tried to throw in a double coverage there, and TCA looks like we're going to be forced to punt right here on fourth and long.
Punt it away, and after it being a 14-0, looked like maybe a rout in hand. It's turned into a game, 14-7, and the Lions are going to have to punt it. And Fayette Academy could come out of here with pretty good field position. Dilk will punt it away. He'll be punting it, stand back inside his own 10-yard line.
Then bad things can happen when you got to do that, Diamond.
I know it.
Bad things.
2:36 in the first. TCA jumped out to an early, quick 14-0 lead. They scored 19 seconds into the game. Here's Dilk. And not a great punt, and it goes out of bounds across the way at about the 42 or 43-yard line.
Well, Fayette Academy with, I can't see the clock, so you're going to have to help me out, Diamond Dave.
2:28.
With 2:28 to go in the first quarter, Fayette Academy is going to have a great field position to start this drive after scoring on their last possession.
We began that series at our own 35, and they have it at our 43 now. It's not a good equation there. Well, Bowling will set up shop. And they'll have the ball at the 42-yard line of TCA. And let's see what Bowling and the gang draw up here. Lions have got to get the momentum back. Boy, a turnover would be big here.
Gotta keep Bowling on your insides. Do not let him get to the outside.
Now he comes right at us, and he'll tuck it inside the hash, and he's down inside the 35-yard line. And Bowling, those legs you talked about, Sandy's got a great arm, but now doing his damage. Moore on the stop, along with others.
12 yards on the pickup for Bowling.
Pick up a first down, yes.
Now he's at 3 net yards. Remember, he has 2 sacks to his credit as well.
31-yard line, hash mark there. And
had the guys coming across to contain, but you got to pinch that in and force him to turn up. We let him get to the outside on the play.
He really does a good job sort of coming one way or the other and then cutting it back to the hash. Second down, I thought he had the first down. Second down, a yard.
Well, I guess so.
They didn't get a very good spot. Now here's the handoff and diving inside the 25-yard line will be Zeb Pulliam, the junior, 5'11", 185.
Pulliam with about an 8-yard pickup on the play, 2 for 16.
That's just hard to defend there and well executed by Fayette Academy. They're really feeling good about themselves. 23-yard line, 1st and 10.
Beginning of the second quarter, Jackson Christian now leads 14-0.
Yep, no surprise here. I thought Jackson Christian, that's not over yet, but I thought Jackson Christian would win that game. Pulliam is a lone setback behind Bowling up under center again. Puts a man in motion, sends him far side right, and they'll run the RPO to him and flip it at the last second. Lions, great defense. Had that well defended, a loss of a couple of yards.
See that on the replay here. You're going to see how the TCA defense holds their blocks and extend that play out. Had the quarterback covered, and we had the pitch guy covered as well. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Great defense by the Lions.
That's
loss
great,
of 4.
That's great coaching, too, because, Stan, you could see right there, they knew their assignments and carried them out, didn't they?
Yep. and that's hard to do.
It is.
On that option play.
Of course, your anxiety about you wants you to go ahead and try to make an early big stop, and you just wait at home and get them.
Yep.
Now they take
always
the running back,
stay home.
Wyatt Morris, send him to the right. Bowling comes this way, throws it, caught, and the big guy is spun out of bounds.
At the
Good
24.
play there by Waller, who knocked him out of bounds. Or excuse me, that was actually Caleb Williams that knocked him out. Williams knocked him out. He's hard to get down, though, even lanky as he is, isn't he?
Pick up a 4 on the play. Who was that, Pike again?
That was caught by the big guy. Pike, yes.
4 receptions, 45 yards from Mr. Pike.
Third down, big third down here. Make them think about having to go for the field goal.
Don't know if they're quite in field goal position
Third and
yet.
11.
Yeah, they are actually.
Yeah, they are. They're right in his range. Hand off this time, open and running the ball inside the 20 down to about the 17. William. Well, do they go for it or do they go for a field goal?
With the kind of leg that young man has, 5 to 6 yard pickup off of the run by Pulliam there.
Hello, Chip Thomas. He's watching tonight. Ball inside the 20. It's going to be 4th down.
Jonesboro checking in tonight, and they're going for it, Dave.
About 5, yep. It'd be about a 37-yard. Let's see, it would be at the 18-25. Be about a 35-yard attempt if he went for it.
Timeout on the field.
Timeout. We'll take one with them. 28.3. Let's see what the Vikings dial up and see what the Lions can counter, dialing up on defense. We're back. You're watching TCA football on Worthy Road Studios.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Well, you know, new kicker for TCA tonight, David Willard, his family, Mark Willard watching the broadcast, along with a lot of others, Carol Hall, Jackson Keltner, Dougal Butler, Brad Keltner, and a host of others watching back in Jackson and around the country and around the world for that matter, Diamond.
All right. Somebody said, please tell my buddy what an RPO is. Well, it's a run-pass option is what it is. I'm not sure why they disagree with me, but RPO means run, pass, or option. But anyway. Well, at the 17-yard line, they won't run it here this time, dear. Or sir.
They may be coming right side with a...
They could run it here toward the near side.
I see Morris going right side, and they do.
And they do, and he is able to get inside the 15 and stand. He's very close. Very, very close.
Very close. It's going to be... TCA says he's short. Pick up a 4 on the play.
Yeah, the Vikings said they thought he had it, but the Lions are saying no cigar yet.
And
of course, these kids are too young to smoke anyway. Well,
they're
the Lions hold
short.
it. He's about a yard short. How about that, Stan?
Well, first and 10, TCA.
Are you surprised by the call?
No, I kind of saw that from the formation, and quite frankly, he cut the play back in. If he had kept it to the outside, he had running room. He had running room to the outside.
That ball will be marked now at about the 17. Make it 18-yard line. So they took it and moved it inside TCA territory, but the Lions able to hold, and let's see what they counter back with this time. Greg Sanders tuned in. Here's in the pistol again, Tompkins. It could be Tompkins' time down in this part of the field. And nothing there at all. He lost some yardage, Stan.
Yeah, lost about 3 on the play.
There's no doubt. We talked about it last week as the first quarter ends. Tompkins is a marked man. They'll have 4 or 5 guys on him most of the night. We'll take a 1-minute break. After 1, it's 14-7 Lions. Look like a ride early, but it's not turned into that yet. Back after this 1 minute on the TCA Facebook page presented by Worthy Road Studios.
I will be the greatest, greatest, greatest. 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 I will be
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
We're back. Diamond Dave along with Stan the Man Gerard, Jay Cash and our producer and director. Well, the Lions, Stan, will this be the worst field position we've had to open up a moment ago, that first play from scrimmage?
It is, and had the loss in the play, loss of about two on the play.
Christy Anderson watching, along as Craig Sanders. It's a 14-7 game. First play from scrimmage of the second stanza.
Look at that hole.
Tompkins, big hole, and he moves his way up over the 20, and a fumble. And it looks like the Vikings have come up with it.
Stripped him. 7-yard pickup, and we'll see it on the replay. A turnover, and they just came in and stripped the ball from us, Diamond. Look at that, ripped it out there as we went down. He had the ball good, but Fayette Academy dug in there and just flat stripped it out. And now Fayette Academy is in business with an opportunity to tie the game.
I go back to the little shovel pass that Bowling made when it looked like, they were third and forever. And he kept that drive alive when they went down and scored 14-7. It's been a different game since then, hasn't it?
Been a whole different ball game. First two series, they didn't look too hot, but now all of a sudden they're on fire.
And Bowling will stand back there. Demands a lot of attention. He puts Pulliam in motion, sets him down. And Bowling keeps it. He should have handed it off. He's tackled in the backfield and sacked.
On the carry.
Loss of 6 on the play.
And the guy that got back there, Kobe Moore, they call that Williams. I thought Kobe Moore made that play. We'll see it on the replay here.
That's Kobe Moore.
That's Kobe Moore, yes. PA guy missed that one. But they do a good job here. 2nd and 15. That's a loss of 5. Big play there.
Kobe Moore doing his job, getting across and keeping him on his inside shoulder. Keep him there. Keep him on the inside shoulder.
He and Miller came in as the leading tacklers coming in the game. Bowling's going to run it this time. Straight run this time, no doubt about it. He's to the 20, on his feet to the 15. Boy, he's a good-looking athlete, Stan.
Paguaga with the tackle for TCA.
Paguaga, his brother and sister watching last week.
Nice blocking there by the wideouts.
Hillary Fogle says, Roar Lions.
Ball on the 13.
Well, that's a good pickup because it now brings up 3rd and about 7. Manageable now for Fayette Academy, but we'd like to stop them here, wouldn't it?
I think they're going to go wide side field, something off the left side.
They've got the big guy out there, all 6'3" of him, Pike.
Don't be surprised we don't see a little jet sweep out of 1-7.
Could be. In the slot is Pulliam. He's very dangerous as well. Working out, faking. Now wanting to run it and throwing it. And
caught.
Couldn't tell. Was it caught? Yes.
I'm going to say caught at the 10.
It is caught at the 10-yard line.
Number 17, Jay Brady Orr for the Vikings.
Pickup of
a little short.
Pickup of a what about?
He picked up about 4 yards.
Well, had going to the right guy, Diamond.
Yep.
Just the wrong play.
4th and 3. Well, Bowling dialed it up a moment ago, and they came up short on the 4th and short yardage, and now it's 4th and 3.
Rolling the dice here, Diamond.
Yep, no doubt.
I don't know. They've got a good field goal kicker. I don't know that I wouldn't go ahead and take the points.
Becky Watson is watching, and we're watching. And Bowling's under center again. Hands it off. There's Pulliam. Pulliam to the 10 and powers his way down near the 5-yard line. And he's got it.
Tackled by Jones.
Going to be close.
Yep, it was right outside the 10 where they, and yep.
First and goal, ball to 4.
Pete Normal tells us it's first and goes to 4. And Stan, that's just a really hard run.
Got more than I thought he did, Diamond.
Same here.
But first and goal for the Vikings. That was
Clock will be under 10 minutes when they snap it this time.
Who was that ran that ball?
That was Pulliam again.
Pulliam again?
Number 6, yes.
I'm not seeing his number clearly for some reason.
We'll watch the screen because
that's what I was trying to do.
They darken.
He moved before the snap.
Here's the handoff to Morris. Morris is in the end zone, I think. Yes. Morris goes in. 4 yards out.
Want to see a replay on that? Yeah, he moved before the snap. But they didn't call it. Touchdown, Fayette Academy. They're an extra point away from tying this game on the 4-yard touchdown run by Morris.
That's set up by the fumble, Stan. Where did they get the ball that time on the fumble? Was it at the 20?
A very short field, let's say.
I think it was the 25-yard line. We'll go back and double-check our notes. Well, a chance to tie the game will be Ben Brewer, their kicker. 14-13. What a change in turn of events here in this game. Bowling's the holder, high snap, pulls it down, puts it down, and the kick is up. It is good. Folks, we're tied 14-14. Back after this 30 with TCA football on the Lion Facebook page and Worthy Road Studios. Don't go anywhere.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
McCoy's Heating and Air specializes in more than just HVAC services. Our service department has expert plumbers to handle a wide variety of plumbing issues. Do you have a dripping faucet, broken toilet, or broken water heater? Whatever the issue may be, contact McCoy's today for quick service. Call McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
Well, Diamond Dave, TCA scores the first 14 points, making it look easy in 5 plays. Hard work and some turnovers and grinding it out. Fayette Academy's tied this game up.
No doubt about it. They've made some really big plays to get back in this thing. 9:46. Peggy Curry's watching tonight. And Stan, I like what she says. Hey, Stan and Mr. Dave. I'm getting old. 14 all. We're tied. 9:46. Waller, Atwood, and others back there. And that's going to be Atwood on the bounce at about the 15. To the 20, 25, 30. The kid's really developed into a great returner. Across the 40, he'll scurry.
TCA will have nice field position to start this drive. First and 10 about the 42-yard line, it looks like it's going to be.
I think he's going to mark it at the 40. He got up to the 42. I think they're going to mark it at the 40. I think.
Got that dreaded right foot spot.
No, you're right. 42-yard, no, 40-yard line, yep. Well, we need to reestablish ourselves. Would you agree, Stan?
That might be an understatement, Dave.
Yep, I think we're both attuned to that.
You speak of the truth.
40-yard line. Cashin hovers over the football. Tompkins right in behind Bales. Lakai has it. Lakai, 45. Lakai hustles his way up to about the 48.
Tompkins on the carry.
Pickup of about 8 on the play. Good blocking up front by the TCA line. Cash and company making a wall that they sealed off that Tompkins was able to get through for the big game.
Sure did. Second and 2, a pickup of 8. Yeah.
48.
Clock running. We approach the 9-minute mark of the second stanza. Tied at 14. Tompkins again. Tompkins able to move a little bit forward, but he's going to be about a football or maybe a half a yard short.
40 yards on 7 carries for Lakai.
Ryan made the stop for the Vikings. 3rd down in the yard. Big play. Tompkins has carried it twice in a row. They go to the power set to the left. Bales in the gun with Tompkins right in behind him. Bales looks, wants to throw. He throws it downfield, and it is caught. And who's that, Waller again? Yes.
51 yards for the score for TCA. Waller, 2 scores, a 58 and 51. He's got 141 yards on 3 receptions, Diamond Dave.
I love the play call by the Lions that time. Stan, they were going to go for pay dirt, and if they didn't get it, they had it short, 4th and about a half a yard to a yard.
You go up the middle, you sucker them in, and then you just pop downfield.
That
was good play calling.
60-yard drive, capped off by the 51-yard pass play, Vales. And Vales, let's give Cooper credit again. A great pass.
And good.
Snap, kick, up, and good.
It's 21-14 Lions. 8:39 in the second. What did we want to be dialed up? We got it. A big, quick score by the Lions, reestablishing themselves here in Summerville. Stay with us. We're back after this on TCA's Facebook page.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
Go back to the play call. I love the play call. I think Fayette Academy got caught looking inside. I think they thought it was going to be a run that time.
They did. Looking at some scores, Middle Tennessee Christian leading Columbia Academy 7-0, and Crockett County up on Southside 14-0 in that game.
And in Paige Farmer, good friends of ours, Andy, the former golf coach over at Lambeth while I was there. A lot of people were there while I was there. I was there a long time. Here's the kick, and gathered in at about the 5. Lions converge. And he gets by. 30, 35, 40, 45. Big special team play gives Wyatt Morris and the Vikings the momentum back. It's going to be 1st and 10. And Stan, we've seen some big plays by both teams, haven't we?
Waller on the tackle for TCA along with Owen Atwood.
Mandy Graves tuned in tonight. Mandy, I was in touch with Coach Freeze's office this week, by the way. So the ball will be at the 48-yard line. People are calling me from everywhere wanting tickets to Auburn games all of a sudden.
Well, you are the ticket man.
Here's the handoff.
Crossbar.
Morris, midfield, 45, 40. Inside TCA territory. A flag, got to bring it back. As the late, great Bill Haney used to say, hold the line, folks. They're going to bring that one back. That's back here at about the 48-yard line. That'll come back.
Nice crossbuck action.
Oh, no, they're saying, Bowling is saying it's a face mask on TCA.
Well, 12-yard pickup on the play.
One of our most faithful listeners and people that watch our broadcast, our lovely friend Teresa Hall Whitehead.
That was Morris, right?
That was Morris carrying it.
Yep.
Personal foul, face
John watching.
the Lions.
I guarantee if John's watching, Lucy's watching.
That'll make it a first
You know,
down
Ralphie,
for the
we give
Lions.
Ralphie a lot of time.
Ralphie's a good boy.
Lucy's a good girl, too. They move the ball after that.
I'm still looking for the face mask, but myself.
It must have come back or stand back behind the play. I'm not sure.
It may not have been on the running back, because I did not see a hand on the face mask of the running back, but that's me.
The big return and now a penalty on TCA sets up Fayette Academy with even more momentum.
These big boy penalties are starting to take their toll.
They really
on the
are
Lions.
becoming a big part of the game.
Becoming an issue.
Piggy Bird says go Lions. Here's the handoff. Counter play, and they'll move it inside to about the 30 to about the 27.
Jay Brady Orr on the carry.
That's Jay Brady Orr.
Knocked out of bounds by
Or on the jet sweep play.
Yep.
number 19 for the line.
Picks up 7.
Yep. 2nd and about 3. My goodness,
That'll
this
bring up
game
a
has really
second
turned
down
into
and 3.
a Donnybrook of a game.
Ball
Betty
number
Lucky
26.
tuned in. So 21-14, 7:50 left in the second. You're watching tonight, courtesy of the BallGame Blitz Network, Worthy Road Studios, and the TCA Facebook page. 2nd and 3 at the 26. Bowling under center. He's going to keep it on the quarterback keeper. He's got the first down and more to the 20, down to the 15, and inside the 15. Stan, he is really, really a good quarterback, isn't he? Makes great decisions.
Pickup of, about 10 on that play for Bowling.
It'll be 1st and 10.
Well, you talked about him to me on the way down here.
Ball on the line, 13.
Came in tonight with
360 some odd yards.
Yep.
They faked the ball into the middle, and he just kind of peeled and went right to the C gap on the right side, untouched.
How many times has he carried tonight? He came in this game tonight with 38 carries.
7 times, including the sacks.
Okay. 21-14. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 13. Bowling keeps it this time. Now throws in the end zone, and it's caught, and it's going to be a score, I think.
Touchdown, pass is complete.
Well, we get the lead, and they answer.
Mason Bergogo to the right.
Right
Mason
back.
Bergogo caught it, and it's a 13-yard strike.
Only his 2nd reception of the year.
Capping off a, 52-yard drive? 21-20.
Well, Diamond, I said these teams have a history of lighting the scoreboard up.
They do.
I wish I wasn't a prophet.
Well, I wish you weren't either, but you were and are.
But it was written on the subway walls and tenement halls.
Here's Ben Brewer to attempt the PAT to tie the game. Flag on the play. 7:35 in the second. And we've got a high-scoring affair here. It's going to be
offsides. TCA.
Offside on the Lions.
Has Fayette Academy been called for a flag?
I think they had a couple early in the game. Yep, I think.
Yeah. And sadly, they're going to go for 2 now with the
They're
movement.
going to bring Morris.
This is a smart play by Fayette Academy here.
Pike in. Also coming back to the game will be Jay Brady Orr. So they've got their starting offensive unit out there, and they're going to go for 2.
Realistically, you should be able to gain 1.5 yards, which would be what they need to get into the end zone. TCA is going to have, the defensive line is going to have to get some penetration here, and the linebacker is going to have to come across to keep them from getting the outsides, which is what Bowling is going to do on the run himself.
Sells under center. Got to come
there he
right here at
goes.
it. And he's going to, did he get
No.
in? I'm not sure.
Extra point conversion is good.
Saying he got in. The Lions are contesting that. Didn't think he got in. But the Fayette Academy, here's a replay.
I'm going to tell you something. Out of position. Out of position to make that call.
I don't think he got in, to be honest with you.
Out of position to make that call.
Who carried that, Stan? That Bowling?
Yeah. Out of position to make that call.
All right, let's take a break. A 30. For the first time tonight, the Lions trail 22-21. Stay with us, a 30 on the TCA Football Network.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And we're back. A lot of conversation in the press box. Was he in or out? I still say may have missed it, but our friends in the stripes, maybe I personally think could have a better positioning for that call.
I concur on both points, sir. We don't like to get on them, but
no,
I think TCA
got
got a bad
like
break.
I see it.
22-21. Here's Brewer, a squibber, going to be gathered in and then fumble again and tossed around. And Fayette Academy may have this thing. I think TCA got it. Boy, great job there. Staying with that thing was Nick Jones. Nick Jones came up with a recovery at about the 23. And Stan, we came back a moment ago and took the lead, but we've sort of imploded a few times in this quarter, haven't we?
Stealing my thunder there. We're trying to self-destruct, it seems, right now.
So the ball at the 23-yard line.
Way too many penalties.
And it's going to be now the Lions back on offense, 7:28.
Now that 2-point conversion is going to be key later on in this game, Dave, if it stays as tight as it has.
Yep. Tompkins
Go
in that
before they
backfield
get
behind
set.
Bales. Lakai has it. Lakai struggles, leans, and runs his way up to about the 35-yard line.
Pickup of about 12 on the play for Lakai.
They had 2 or 3 people all on him, and he still drug a couple of guys with him. The man-child.
8 rushes, 52 yards for the sophomore.
Had, 175 in an opening win?
Yep.
Melanie Wilburn says hello.
263 coming into the game. He's over the 300-yard mark for the season. He's averaging over 100 yards a game.
Our pleasure, Melanie. Thanks for watching tonight, and thanks for your nice compliment. Big hole again. Tompkins again, big running room, 43.
Tompkins on the carry.
Pick up about 7 on that play, Diamond.
Lions
59 on 9.
Lions opening some things up there that time, Stan.
Great job by the offensive line, blowing them by and just opening up a huge hole. Timeout on the play, I believe. Timeout taken by Fayette Academy. It's 22-21 Vikings. We're back after this on the BallGame Blitz and the TCA Facebook page.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should already be here.
Special interest rates as low as 0%.
You should already be here.
We have cars, trucks, SUVs, and the all-new electric Nissan Aria.
You should already be here.
We even have no payments for 90 days.
You should already be here.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Carlock Nissan of Jackson.
Scoring here at Fayette Academy. A lot of scoring folks here at Fayette Academy. And Stan, they got one of your favorite bands in the background here.
And Diamond, if you make a dance move like that again, you're not going to be doing any scoring.
You were jiving early before we went on the air. You didn't like the Phil Collins song, though, did you?
No, not a big Phil Collins fan.
Well, Stan, what do you
Rest of
expect?
it's first rate.
Second and short yardage here near the 44-yard line.
Home run ball. Second one, home run ball. You miss it, you got the 1 yard play you ought to be able to pick up.
No, they give it
or
to
we
Lakai.
can do that.
He stumbles. Now breaks a tackle. Breaks another
or he
tackle.
can do that.
35, 40, 35. Breaking another tackle. Dragging people all the way down to the 30-yard line.
24 yards.
Look at this. He stumbled,
on the
Stan,
play.
and still kept his balance. Look at that.
26 yards in the play.
We talk about his power, but he's got great balance. Look at that. How many people hit him? At least 8?
20. 26 yards on the play.
7 or 8 guys, Stan, you think?
Yeah, easily.
And now whistle shrill throughout the night here, and a flag on the play. What's
10 rushes, 85 yards for Mr. Tompkins.
Encroachment called against the Vikings.
Encroachment on the Vikings.
Only
you
the
don't want to
third.
encroach.
Yeah, that's encroaching can cause bad things to happen.
You and I were encroaching coming up these steps.
What was bad is I went to go down,
cut my finger,
and they put. I'm really heartbroken. Tough, suck it up, Buttercup.
Here's a handoff, Tompkins. Tompkins right down the middle there in the hash mark.
Back to the 19.
Chris Tippett says all guys are looking good in those white uniforms.
Pickup of that's gonna be close to first down, Diamond.
I'll tell you what, they call out Pulliam almost every play making a stop. He's a good player. Pulliam, a linebacker, 5'11", 185, the junior.
11 carries, 90 yards unofficially. He's
First down for the
Lakai is starting to roll downhill a little bit, and it's simply
All
because
right, run option or RPO, what you call here?
cashing in the
or
guards
you go to Waller in the
are
end zone.
blowing people off the line of scrimmage, not just because Pop's up here. They're doing the job.
The offensive line's done a great job. They go to Waller on the slant end pattern, inside the 5, down at about the 2. Well, you knew it might be Waller time again, and Waller has got him first and goal now at the 2-yard line. Look at that pass. Nice pass. Great pattern on the slant end by Waller.
Waller, get this, Diamond, 4 receptions, unofficially 159 yards.
Tompkins, handoff, Tompkins, goal line, Tompkins, touchdown Lions.
Well, that was an easy 2-yard touchdown run for Lakai Tompkins, and TCA takes the lead right back.
5:40 left in the second. This thing could be a high-scoring affair before it's over. We already have 49 points on the board right now, Stan.
Well, if you bet the over and under on this game, you may want to have $5 on the over.
And with a 5-point differential, no doubt this is a 2-point conversion called here.
Yep.
Betty Lucky says she likes that. 27-22. I'll go right back, almost the same play. What do you think?
Betty Lucky rolls the dice.
That's
what do you
right.
say, Miss Betty?
Here is the pass out of the end zone and overthrown
by
Vail.
Wide open,
yep.
too.
Waller, the intended receiver, but to no avail. 5:40 left. The Lions go 63 yards, or make it what? Yep, 63 yards for the score, and they lead the game 27-22. Back with the line kickoff with 5:40 in the half. Stay with us, everybody.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation. Bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee. If you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Diamond Dave, Gary Deaton, and Carpet One, they've been around for a long time serving the carpet needs of the folks in Madison County and the surrounding area.
No doubt about it. And it's been a battle of attrition so far. Both teams just going right at each other, coming back.
Do you think maybe it could be which team can make the defensive stop?
Could be, very well. Take another turnover right here, what we would do. Our turnover led to them a score.
Well, the wind is blowing pretty stoutly, at least here in the press box.
Yep, no doubt about it.
It's a cold breeze out of the north.
Chase is tuned in tonight. We also have
Scott Stutes.
A lot of folks watching right now. 27-22. Let's see if the Lions can get that stop we talked about, or a TO, baby. Here's the kick, gathered in on a nice catch at the 10, to the 15, to the 20. And this
great
time,
coverage.
the Lions
return for the Vikings.
Return unit did a great job. Nothing there much at all about the 22-yard line.
He went up the middle, and the TCA coverage came in from the sides, pinched it in, and covered him up. And Fayette Academy's not going to have a real great position. What about the 23-yard line to start this drive?
I'm telling you right now, Atwood made the stop. He has turned into a very special teams player.
That is true. not only tackling but running.
First down.
So it's a 27-22 game, 5:33 left. A guy that worked a game with you one night, James Dusenberry's watching tonight. 27-22.
It was the Riverside game.
That's right. I was gone with
the
Bethel
Deuce.
or Lambert
South
or
Carolina.
And a design play here. Boy, he almost coughed that thing
Bowling
up.
on the
That
carry.
being the quarterback bowling. I tell you what, Stan, he's got to be in pretty good shape because he does a lot of things for them passing or running, doesn't he?
Yeah, he.
No gain on the play, and that'll bring up a
say no
second
gain.
down and 10.
26-yard
He
line.
had 38 attempts
Ball on the 23.
coming in, so he's at 45 rushes on the season. If you count the sacks, he carries the mail.
Melissa Swingler is watching. 27-22. We have some Fayette Academy folks I know that tuned in. I'll tell you about them in a few minutes. They said they'd be watching tonight. 27-22. Luke Moore and Emmy Moore, who played basketball, and Luke played football. Here's a ball almost tipped up in the air in fair game. It was tipped up in the air, almost an interception possibility.
Yeah, let's see if we
It's
can
going to
see
be third
that
down and
again.
10 from the 26.
I'm wondering if that
They'll bring the third
caught
down
that
and
look.
10.
I'm wondering if that might have been tipped at the line of scrimmage by the pressure that was on Bowling on that play.
Guess who's watching the game with James? Remember Annie? Annie Dusenberry?
Yeah.
Yeah, Annie's watching tonight as well.
Miss Annie.
27-22.
You ever been to South Carolina, Charleston?
A couple of times with Lambeth in
Charleston?
tournaments, yeah. Been to Charleston. Beautiful bay. down there.
A beautiful area.
27-22.
We miss you, though, James.
Yeah. 5-point game, 4:48, and now Fayette Academy, I think, wants to talk about it.
No, we got a flag.
Is it a flag?
Timeout
No,
call.
timeout.
Oh.
For the Vikings.
Side judge threw a flag, and he waves it off. Timeout on the field with TCA leading 27-22. You're watching TCA football on Worthy Road Studios and the TCA Facebook page.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Just been told, 27-22 in the press box here, that Jay Cashin's buying dinner after we get through tonight. 27-22, 5-point game. Look at this.
Milano's Pizza Works.
Look at all that money. My goodness. 27-22.
Well, you know, the parents are buying pizzas for the team. Maybe there might be an extra one that Jay can slide our way.
Jay's fun to work with and does a great job with us. And Coach P and all the game that help us. Bradley White, I think sometimes we take him for granted. He's our cameraman tonight, and he does a great job. He doesn't miss much, does he?
No.
27-22, big play here. 3rd and 10 from their own 23-yard line. Bowling, rolling here to the near side. Looks, throws, incomplete. Great coverage. 4 people covering the one receiver. That's how good Pike is. He draws a lot of attention. And Stan, he wasn't going to go anywhere even if he caught it.
Nice coverage by that for TC. And
he'd have had a first down, but.
And of course, I don't have a 19 on my roster, and I apologize.
And
for
the
that.
Lions used the sideline as an extra defender too, didn't they?
Ran the down and out. Would have had it was going to be short of the first down, actually.
That's Cole Craddock, number 19.
Cole Craddock.
The famous Crash Craddock brothers. 27-22. They were actually, remember, related to one of my student assistants. Here's the punt.
Nice kick.
And it is a nice punt. And that just sort of dies, though.
Well.
And will be rolled dead and be down,
Ball is down
by Corey Murphy.
You got to do a better job with your 9-iron getting it to bite there. Hey, it's good when it bites. When they roll sideways off that bite, bad things can happen. You know about that.
9-iron, that would have been about a 4-iron for me at the midfield stripe.
Now, Brad Keltner, you know, he had hernia surgery. I told him, well, you got to quit picking up that 60-degree wedge. Stay out in the sand and leave that big, heavy wedge in the bag. No hernia.
Some of your reels that you put up with Brad about golf, though, being thrown out of the cart.
That's what his boys are doing over in Jonesboro.
Midfield stripe.
Hey, A-State's a good school, but
Sheena would kill him. She'll get him.
And I know where the golf course is there. Trust me, that's secret footage.
Well, it's a chance for the Lions to take a 2-score lead again. And now here it is, a pitch back to Tompkins, and well defended by Fayette Academy.
Great job. Loss of 3.
An option that time, as Chase would tell us. He was right on that one, and now we have Stan.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play, and Man, TCA, if this is on the lines, we have had a tough night with the laundry tonight, haven't we?
You know, if it's on us, depending on what it is, they might decline.
That was a loss of about a half a yard.
I
It's
think we
going to
got
be
a
on
good
us.
spot on
Yeah.
that.
No, it's going to be against Fayette
Face
Academy.
mask called
Face
against the
mask. How
Vikings.
about that? We couldn't
5
see it
yards.
over
We'll
here.
take the 5-yard variety. But Fayette
Inadvertent
Academy on
face
that
mask,
play,
yep.
they had a guy covering the quarterback. And did you see the linebacker? The linebacker on coverage on Lakai, he didn't come in on the play. He stayed vertical with the play and was able to match him and then come up once the pitch was made and make head-to-head contact for the tackle.
Instead of being 2nd and 11, it's 1st and 7 now. Yeah, and you mentioned on the way down.
I think I called that lateral pursuit once.
Yeah, you did. Well, you mentioned on the way down here, and I didn't let it go right by me a moment ago, but Brad had surgery. I'm glad that he's doing better. Yep.
Talked to him today.
He's a tough cookie.
Hopes to be back at work on the golf course
Mom is
Monday.
the one that holds that whole family together. You know that.
Miss China, yeah.
1st and 7, just like Lisa does in the Cashin household.
With that bunch, it's a wonder she's not gray-haired already.
1st down and 7.
Brad's a load.
Here's
changing the play.
Bales. He has Delk, Jones, and Williams all here to the near side. That means Waller's going to be by himself over there, single coverage. Let's see if they go to Waller. Bales in that gun.
I would.
No, they're going to go to Tompkins, and Tompkins ducks his head.
Tompkins
that time
on
he
the
ran
carry.
low like you like for him to do, Stan. He ducked his head and got inside the 45 down to about the
Tackle by
43.
Bryan.
Got to
At the
get just over the
47.
40. 2nd and a long 3.
They'll bring up a 2nd down
Pick up a
and 3.
4 on the play for
Ball
Lakai.
38.
Under 4 minutes.
Unofficially, 96 yards on 13 carries.
If we could punch it in here, Stan, and score it, take a little starch out of Fayette Academy, I think. Wouldn't you agree?
What brand?
I'm not sure. I do a lot of laundry, though. Here's a little bubble screen out there, and it's going to be caught. Is that Waller that caught that? Let's wait and see. As we untangle the bodies.
Tackle by Bergorkas
Bergorkas.
That is Waller.
and Ladner.
You know what makes him so tough? Even when they know that he's going to probably
First
get the
down
ball,
on the lines.
and he waited and
Ball
got the
on
first down. How about that?
35.
And that ball will be moved down to the 35-yard line.
A Foundation Bank first down.
Absolutely. Foundation Bank, one of our great sponsors among many. We'll talk about them at halftime. Bales, Tompkins. Tompkins running.
Looky.
Tompkins could go. He's inside. They grab him
Tompkins
at about
on
the
carry.
15, where he
Brought down by number
almost broke
17,
that thing
Jay
and got
Brady
in.
Orr for the Vikings.
Ball to 35 in the line of scrimmage. Great job. Look at that. Did you see that wall there on the replay
Yes.
by the offensive line?
This offensive line is really gelling and turned into a really, I think, good offensive line.
Pickup of 20 on the play.
Melissa Swingler, I like that name, tuned in.
116 on 14 carries.
Season high. What do we have, 175 I mentioned that first game?
Lakai had 175 week 1.
USJ did a pretty good job on him, I thought, last week.
He still had 80-some-odd yards.
Yeah. Here's the big guy again. Plows his way inside the 10.
Tompkins on the
Down to
carry.
about the 8.
He had the lunch pail yards last
by
week.
Orr
He
for the
followed
Vikings.
Cashin and others there. Look at that.
Pickup of
blocking. They pin them back there, and they're still trying to block.
Pickup of about
That'll bring
6
up
on
a
the
2nd
play.
down and 4.
Did you see
Ball on the 9.
you see James
122.
Wilson just keep that block alive even after the play was down? That's what you teach linemen to do.
Keep blocking until you hear the
You're an
whistle.
old lineman at heart, aren't you?
An old left guard. Oh, by the way, Wrights was leading Evansville North 14-0 the last report. That's a big game, too.
27-22. Bales wants to throw. Throws. Is it caught? Let's wait and see. The signal, and he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
That's out of
Double
bounds.
coverage and almost still got that thing.
Let's see that again
They'll
one more
bring up
time,
third
though.
down and
Look at the
6.
concentration on that, though. That's good concentration.
It
Was
is.
that Williams?
That's Waller again, wasn't it?
No,
Check that number out. That's Waller again.
Waller with great concentration. You got that surgery did good on your
My
eyes.
surgery did well, yeah. Yeah.
Well, 3rd down and about 4
Or
for
went well in
TCA.
this case.
Need to
Well,
go
here we
left
go.
side here, left side.
3rd and 4th and 9. Tompkins breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. He's down to about the 2-yard line, and he's got the first down.
Pickup
Number
of
1, Tompkins on the carry.
Foundation Bank first down.
First and
4.
goal to go.
First
for
and
the
goal.
line.
5, 6 yards on
Ball
the carry.
3.
Randy Coble watching tonight. 2:08 clock running. TCA led 14-0, tied 14-all, led 21-14, down 22-21, leads now 27-22. TCA came in here tonight averaging 23, yielding 24.
We're
Here's
going to
Bale.
bump that up tonight.
Bale, Tompkins, yes, he's in. Touchdown Lions.
3-yard pickup on the touchdown. And Lakai with his third score of the night. 17 carries, 131 yards. Miss Peggy, how's that Warren Robbins game going? They had one different. I didn't know Georgia was in 2 different time zones. I did not know that.
There's a little neck in Georgia that's in the central time zone. Then you go around to Chattanooga that way and
okay.
Yeah. Remember that, Jay? And you're in it for a few minutes and then you're out of it. Yeah.
2-point conversion coming, rolling, passing.
Did he catch it?
Yes.
Yes. Waller
pushes it back to 35. Come across the end zone here, wide open. Pass coverage breakdown here. Look how wide open we were. 3 different guys wide open. Give him 2.
74-yard drive, and it's 35-22. And the Lions back to a double-digit lead. Let's keep it here, Stan.
That's the separation that you were talking about earlier. Make a stop, get a little separation going in the half. You got to credit Fayette Academy. They did a great job. We were up 14-0. We could have easily run them out of the house. Credit the Vikings. They came back, fought, kicked, scratched, clawed, whatever. But TCA finally got that defensive hold that we need, and now we've got the separation lead 35-22.
Highlights, a scoring recap, which will take a long time during the halftime break. Folks, we have 57 points in this game, and we have 1:46 and a half.
Scoring update, Valdosta leads Warren Robbins 17-3. Down in Georgia, and Wright's leading Evansville North 14-0.
Carol Hall says, love that score, go Lions. And May Webb says she's watching Colby Moore and the Lions tonight. We're honored that so many of you are watching. We'll tell you about our sponsors. Here's Mr. Delk. Joshua will kick it away. His family tunes in when they can't be at the games. Really nice crowd, road crowd tonight for TCA. They're lying around the fence over there and got the stands just about full. Here's Delk. Gets a good foot in at this time and drives it back inside the 10-yard line. Morris will bring it out of there. That's not Morris.
Great coverage.
That's Pulliam. And he's hitting now. Flag comes in late at about the 25-yard line.
Not sure. On number 23 for Fayette Academy.
Yeah, it's hard for the official to miss that one and us miss it because Clay Anderson was out there in no man's land too, wasn't he? Wide open out there.
Yeah. If I saw it free and clear, had to be correct.
Clay Williams is watching tonight. Keep up with Clay on Facebook. He and his lovely wife. Says he's watching his nephew, Hammerin' Hank.
Hammerin' Hank Miller.
We gave Hank, and his mom wears the Hammerin' Hank
against the line.
Personal foul, they call.
I did not see that.
I didn't either.
For the Vikings, ball
and your response caught me a little off guard. Well, 40-yard line, that gives them good field position with plenty of time with bowling in the game. I think it's really important for TCA not to let them score here, Stan.
Exactly,
obviously.
Correct.
Clay, we appreciate
Big
you
boy
watching.
Penalties
Nancy Gordon is watching tonight as well. James is back with us. He and Annie, 35-22. Bowling in the shotgun. Drops, throws. He's got a man open and stepping out of bounds, stopping the clock is Jay Brady Orr. You know, this Fayette Academy team, Stan, they've got some weapons. They're not a bad football team at all, are they?
No, they've run some good patterns coming into this game. Pickup of 8 on the play.
It'll be second down.
Leanne Heising tuned in tonight.
You know, or wouldn't even really. I'd have to look up their set. He wasn't on their radar, my radar, coming in this game. But he's played a big portion of this game, receiving as well as he had that 17-yard run earlier.
Minute 30, the clock running. Bowling looking, throwing downfield. Got a man open. Caught. That's going to be a touchdown. Well, Cole Craddock failed and lost his footing, and a big score there. Exactly what we didn't want to say. 51 yards.
51 yards.
124 left. It is now a 35-28 game. My goodness. What a game.
Pike, 5 receptions, 96 yards.
That capping off, Stan, remember they got it at, the 45 after the penalty, so a 55-yard drive.
Flag would not have had any effect on that play.
No doubt. And to Craddock's defense, he just slipped and fell. And it left Pike, who ran a great pattern. He is good. And folks, just like that, it's 35-29 in a shootout in Summerville. Back after this 30 with more TCA football on Facebook and Worthy Road Studios.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Leanne Heising is tuned in tonight, our lovely buddy. Her daughter is one of the lovely cheerleaders. And Leanne, tell your in-laws, I wish I could, they live right around the corner for me in the steeplechase area. I've said it before, I wish I could get my lawn looking as good as the Arnolds have theirs. It is immaculate. I mean, it looks like a golf course. Well, Stan, 35-29, and exactly what we said during the break we didn't want to happen, happened, didn't it?
There is no quit in this Fayette Academy ball club.
And again, you feel bad for Craddock. He's a good defender, one of the Craddock guys, but he just lost his footing. There's one of the oldest songs ever for an event right there. 35-29.
It's been around for a while.
Yep. Stood the test of time. Played in almost every arena and stadium. Here's a scribber. They're trying to keep it away from the deep three. Gathering it in at about the 25.
Oh, we ran our own guy.
Yep. And nowhere to go.
You know what you can almost do in that play, though, Dave? Take the ball, field it, and turn around and pitch it.
Akins made the stop, I agree. 1:19. Well, normally you would think it's going to go in at halftime 35-29, but the way this game's gone, I think the Lions have a good chance to score. Let's see what they have.
What is that, 1:19?
1:19. And the ball at the 30-yard line. We've seen some great plays, some strange plays, some turnovers, some breakdowns. Bales rolling right. Looking, throwing. Got a man open. Did he hold on?
Yeah.
Yes, at the 42-yard line.
Complete.
11-yard pickup on the play. Here's the replay.
Pike made the stop.
Little down and out. That was
their own 41.
Who was that?
I'm looking. That was that wasn't Waller that time, I don't think. Couldn't tell. They go out here to the near side. Catching it now will be Zane Atwood. Atwood to midfield. Atwood knocked out, and now a flag comes in. That could be. Bales threw that ball. Atwood caught it. He's across midfield. Then the flag came in late. The Fayette Academy bench was reacting like it was against TCA. I couldn't tell. I was hoping it might be a face mask. Block in the back is what they're going to call, I would think.
Oh.
No holding.
How many of these big boy penalties are we going to get?
Against the line.
Well, it's
these 15 yards are helping to keep Fayette Academy in the ball game.
Well, they move it back to the 39. 35-29. If you're just joining us, you've missed a doozy of a first half. Dexter Williams is tuned in. Stan, we got to dot our I's and cross our T's now. Nick Jones is Carol Hall's nephew, by the way. Carol tells
I'm still trying to figure out who made that reception.
Here's Bales rolling right, throwing right, caught up near midfield, and then stopped immediately.
That's a nice open field tackle.
By Ladner.
Ladner made the stop. That's Delk that caught that football. 35-29. I think it was Delk that caught the ball a moment ago as well.
I was going to agree with you.
48-yard line, second and 3, clock running, 28. Bales throws, caught for the first down and more. Inside the 45, inside the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. That's going to be a touchdown, Lions. Let's see if it holds up. I think it's going to.
48 yards.
Touchdown.
And just like that, lightning strikes as the Lions are back on the board again. They've put 41 points on the board. Makes it 41-29.
I cannot see that number.
Well, it's got to be Delk or Waller. And it's going to be, in this case, I couldn't tell. Waller. I'm going to go with our producer-director, Jay Cashin.
Was that 51 yards again?
Don Patterson says, woo, I agree. That was, what, 51 yards?
Yeah.
Yep, 51 yards. It's going to take a month of Sundays just to do the scoring recap. The Lions are going to go for 2, but we love it.
Oh, by the way.
Tompkins, no. Bales is going to keep it and pitch it back here, and it's going to be into the end zone. It's going to be there.
Nick Jones.
Nick Jones. And it's a 2-point conversion. I'm going to have to get another pencil, another piece of paper. It's 43-29. to 29 with 16
Oh, that
points.
was Waller.
Was that Waller that got that?
Yeah,
it's Waller. You're right. No, that's Delk, isn't
Delk,
it?
yeah.
That's Delk.
8 and 9 look an
PA
awful lot alike.
PA guys having the same problem we're having. We talked and bragged about, we're going to keep it here, we talked about how easy the numbers to read, but as it got a little darker, it's tougher. Well, Stan, neither team is going to lay over at any time tonight. 43-29, 16.9. On the way down here, Stan Gerard told me, I hope we don't get into one of those high-scoring affairs.
We're in it. Lakai Tompkins, 131 yards, 3 touchdowns. Braden Waller, 217 yards and 3 touchdowns.
And that pass from Bales to Waller, boy, and a big play for TCA. Let's give the Lions all the credit, but a big breakdown defensively for the Vikings as well.
Unofficially, about 366 yards of offense in the first half for TCA.
Well, both defensive coordinators are sort of pulling their hair out right now, saying, what are we going to have to do at halftime to regroup here?
I didn't realize our region was better known as the West Coast, or the WAC.
Yeah, it's like
Western Athletic Conference.
Like one of those wild
SWAC games.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's Delk, punches it down there, and kicks it out of bounds across the way. Not real happy with himself. He's a good player.
You work all day. You go call Bethel game all day. You come home. You know, it's 11, 12 o'clock at night. You can turn on TV on ESPN. There'll be a game for the Western Athletic Conference. It might be Hawaii and Idaho, and they're lighting up the scoreboard just like we are.
Chase Allen Graves. Thanks, Chase. Let's go Lions. I agree with you, buddy. Philip Robinson. Coach P's watching. Chase, I think you're right on that earlier RPO or run option, so I apologize. But, Chase, we appreciate you watching. 43-29. I'm glad you brought that up because tomorrow I have a 12 noon game, and then I've got soccer at 5 and 7, and I will be home tomorrow night watching football and doing stories. I may wait till Sunday morning. I'm going to go to Jay Cashin and ask him what I should do.
For the Vikings.
It's hard to focus at midnight after a 17-hour day. Well, that's because you never sleep. 43-29. 15.5, and here's Bowling running for his life.
Pass incomplete.
Incomplete to Mars.
He wanted the screenplay.
Good pursuit. Did you see the pressure on Bowling there, Stan?
And what you want to let him through, but you don't want to let him through as quickly as that line did.
Yeah, they got there quicker than they
were. Offensive line, you've got to make some contact.
How difficult, Stan, is it to keep your discipline as an offensive lineman?
That'll be second down.
At times it can be.
Yeah, I never played football. You know that.
Well, and the thing is, when I blocked.
Now, if I said instead of getting buckets, getting points, who would I be thinking of?
David Lyles.
David Lyles.
Second 10 here.
He's watching. Nancy Lack says, proud of the Lions, go Kobe. Kobe's got his own fan club, doesn't he? Here's
that's no game on the play.
Williams going to carry it. That's just a play there to get the half.
Let's see.
Half. 43-29 Lions. We'll take a 2-minute break. Be back with halftime. Scoring analysis will take a while. Also, stats and updates and a lot of scores from around the West Tennessee with Stan. Back after this on the TCA Football Network. Stay with us, everybody.
Hi, I'm Stan Gerard for your local Food Right. Food Right is the home of the butcher. Food Right is proud to sell certified Angus beef. It's the very best there is. All of our beef, signature pork, and chicken products are cut and packed fresh daily by our in-store butchers. To feed your family well, Food Right, with 11 locations across West Tennessee, is where you need to go. Have a great day, everyone, and much more importantly, God bless.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at Humboldt Dodge Chrysler Jeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spot even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Waterwell Solutions offers experienced and diversified services throughout the greater Tennessee area. Waterwell Solutions specializes in well drilling operations. They are experienced in the design, construction, and maintenance of wells from 4 to 16 inches in diameter and depths up to 1,000 feet. Waterwell Solutions has 3 locations in Summerville, Brownsville, and Trenton. For a consultation, give them a call at 731-779-1272.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should offer more than a place to just store your money. Our foundation benefits with high interest accounts include the flexibility of a checking account with tiered interest rates, identity theft protection, cell phone protection, and more. So start a financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number at the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years, the Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your life. Your home.
Your business. Your future. Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank strives to serve its clients in every season of life. With vast experience in personal and business banking, we take pride in guiding you through significant events. At West Tennessee Bank, we help you realize your dreams.
West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Welcome back, everybody, to Fayette Academy here in Somerville, Tennessee, down in the heart of Fayette County. About an hour and 10 minutes from my driveway. Stan picked me up about 3:30 this afternoon. Diamond Dave and Stan the Man, along with Jay Cashin, our producer director. Bradley White doing a great job with the camera, by the way. And we appreciate Sam Lawrence. Bo and Amy Lawrence are tuned in. Says go Lions. Brian Morris. We mentioned Nancy Lack a moment ago. David E. Lytle, Coach P, Chase Graves, Betty Lucky, and a lot of other folks that we mentioned earlier throughout the night. Scoring recap is going to take a while, so grab a cookie and a glass of milk and stay with me for a few minutes. The Lions jumped out after a great kickoff return by Waller. Brought it all the way to the 48-yard line, back about a 50-yard return to the 48-yard line of Fayette Academy. 2 plays later, after a Waller pass, reception from Bales, and then Tompkins carried it in, and it was a Willard PAT, made it a 7-0 game. 19 seconds into the game. 58-yard pass then from Bales to Waller again. 75-yard drive, 3-play drive, made it 14-0. Willard the PAT, and the Lions were off and running. And it looked like a rout. But then credit Fayette Academy. They came back, 39-yard pass play. Bowling, teaming up with his big receiver, Pike, made it a 14-6 game. Brewer made it 14-7. That's how we stood at the end of one. Then the second quarter really exploded into a wild affair. After a fumble by TCA's Tompkins, the Vikings took it in. 4-yard run by Morris made it 14-13. PAT by Brewer made it 14-14. Lion answered, though, right back with a play of their own. 51-yard Waller reception from Bales, capping off a 60-yard drive. Willard, perfect tonight. PAT made it 21-14. Then it was coming right back. 52-yard drive, 12-yard play by Bowling made it 21-20. And then they go for 2 and they take their lead. Fayette Academy does, being they 22-21. Lions came right back, made it 27-22. Tompkins, a 2-yard run, capping off a 73-yard drive. Then at the 5:40 mark of the quarter. And then coming right back, the Lions looked like they might put some distance against between them. It was a 74-yard drive. Waller, 2-point conversion after a Tompkins 3-yard run, made it 35-22. You thought, well, surely no more scoring. Wrong. Pike from Bowling, 51-yard strike when the defender fell down. 55-yard drive, made it 35-29. Then Nick Jones goes in, 43 yards, dealt to PAT, and we're at 43-29 is the score here at halftime. Waller actually caught the ball from Bales, a 51-yard drive. Jones had the 2-point conversion. Well, it's 43-29 here at the break. Let's do this. Let's take another break. A 2-minute break. We're at halftime. When we come back, Stan will have stats. It's going to take him a while to tally those up. And he'll have a lot of scores from all over West Tennessee. Some of them very interesting, maybe some not so. We'll be back after this 2-minute break. You're watching TCA football tonight from the BallGame Blitz, presented by Worthy Road Studios and the TCA Facebook page. Stay with us, everybody.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Hi, I'm Stan Gerard for your local Food Right. Food Right is the home of the butcher. Food Right is proud to sell certified Angus beef. It's the very best there is. All of our beef, signature pork, and chicken products are cut and packed fresh daily by our in-store butchers. To feed your family well, Food Right with 11 locations across West Tennessee is where you need to go. Have a great day, everyone, and much more importantly, God bless.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
43-29 is our score at the half. TCA leads Fayette Academy. Along with Diamond Dave, I'm Stan Gerard. Well, we're lighting up the scoreboard tonight. We're going to give you the stats from the first half, unofficial stats, and then we're going to have some scores from around West Tennessee. Individual numbers first for Fayette Academy. Bowling unofficially, 8 carries, 14 yards. That includes 3 sacks. Morris, 4 carries, 20 yards and a touchdown. Pulliam, 5 carries, 22 yards, or 1 for 17. Receiving, Morris, 39 yards and a touchdown. Anderson, 13 and a touchdown, or 3 receptions for 21. Now, that was actually Bargerton, not Anderson, that had that score. And Pike, 5 receptions, 96 yards, and a touchdown. For TCA, Nick Jones, 1 carry, 2 yards. Lakai Tompkins, 17 carries, 131 yards, and 3 scores. Receiving for TCA, Williams, 1 for 6. Delk, 2 for 17. Braden Waller, 3 touchdowns, 6 receptions, 217 yards. Unofficial team stats from the first half. Fayette Academy, 59 yards rushing, 169 through the air, 228 yards of total offense for TCA, 133 on the ground, 240 through the air for 373 yards of offense for TCA in this first half. We have had, let's see here, let me do a little math. Get this, in the first half, folks, unofficially 601 yards of total offense in the first half between these two teams combined. That is just incredible. We're going to need an over-under on getting 1,000 for this game, but we're at 601 yards unofficially total offense between these two teams. Jay's back in the house. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have scores from West Tennessee. You're watching the halftime show. TCA leads Fayette Academy 43-29 right here on the BallGame Blitz and the TCA Broadcast Network.
Waterwell Solutions offers experienced and diversified services throughout the greater Tennessee area. Waterwell Solutions specializes in well drilling operations. They are experienced in the design, construction, and maintenance of wells from 4 to 16 inches in diameter and depths up to 1,000 feet. Waterwell Solutions has 3 locations in Summerville, Brownsville, and Trenton. For a consultation, give them a call at 731-779-1272.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should offer more than a place to just store your money. Our foundation benefits with high interest accounts include the flexibility of a checking account with tiered interest rates, identity theft protection, cell phone protection, and more. So start a financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number at the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your life. Your home.
Your business. Your future. Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank strives to serve its clients in every season of life. With vast experience in personal and business banking, we take pride in guiding you through significant events. At West Tennessee Bank, we help you realize your dreams.
West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. You know, home buying can be a long and confusing process, especially in today's market. Well, our Home Sweet Home Loan program offers incredibly competitive rates and allows you to keep your loan local throughout the entire life of the loan. So start your financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number on the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company and Foundation Bank are an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
With Journey in the background, we might be taking a midnight train. We might wind up in South Detroit. It's 43-29.
That was bad.
Hey, I thought it was a good segue back in. 43-29. We could be getting home about midnight. Long game with a lot of scoring, a lot of stoppage, a lot of penalties. Stan Gerard will get his keys for a second half line pull away to win. They lead 43-29 here at the break, but you've got some scores from across West Tennessee.
Well, here's something you didn't know, Diamond Dave. The rest of the crowd heard it. Unofficially on the night, these two teams have combined for 601 yards of offense.
I'm not shocked. I knew it was over 500, but I didn't think over 600.
But 600 yards.
That's a lot of yards,
offense.
bud. Defensive coordinator nightmare for both guys tonight.
Here's some scoring updates. Harding Academy, what's wrong? Where are they putting in the water? Harding Academy, they lead 35-0 in their contest. Henry County leads Brentwood at the half 6-3. They're in the third quarter. USJ was losing to Jackson Christian 21-0. Jackson Christian was on the cusp of scoring again. At the half, Lexington leads Northside 10-6. Crockett County led Southside 21-0. Westview all over Liberty 42-0. Peabody leads Adamsville 10-6. Dyersburg over Bolivar 43-8. Milan 48-16 over Camden. Another game where they're lighting up the scoreboard, Chester County 35 and Dyer County 28. That game up in New Bern tonight. Covington leads Scotts Hill 35-0. Dresden pounding Halls 48-0. Union City, nice start for the Bulldogs, but it ended tonight Those Golden Twisty boys, they're going to get their second win in a row. They lead 41-6. Greenfield and Humboldt, it's 3-0 at the half.
Humboldt's really had trouble scoring. Who's leading? Greenfield?
Greenfield, 3-0 at the half. Huntington made the trip to Columbia Academy. They lead 27-14. Middle Tennessee Christian leads Clarksville Academy 35-0. Lausanne led ECS 14-0 last score. OBC, Obion Central 49-0 in that game. And McKenzie was up on McEwen early, 7-0. We don't have a current score on that game. That's a quick look at your scoreboard from West Tennessee. We'll try and get you another one before the start of the second half.
When you talk sports, say undefeated Obion, you're thinking football, basketball. Their football team's off to a great start. That Peabody-Adamsville game's an interesting game.
Surprising it's that low-scoring game.
It is low-scoring. The loser of that's behind the 8 ball in the region.
Winner of that game most likely can slide in the playoffs as a 4 seed.
Yeah, the loser is probably going to be out.
Yeah.
3:39 before we begin this second half. Let's do this. Let's take a 1-minute break. When we come back, we'll get Stan's thoughts, what the Lions have to do to pull away. They lead by 14. Back after this on the TCA Facebook page. Stay with us, everybody.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
I will be the greatest, greatest, greatest. 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 I will be
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
We'll have his updates in just a minute. I did want to mention Chris Baker, soccer coach watching, Mark Lane watching. John Lewis Coffey might have just hit and stole one of your points here.
What was that?
He says, got to contain. Your thoughts about what TCA has to do in this second half to pull away and win this thing?
John Lewis Coffey is exactly right. Got to learn how to contain and keep them inside. The quarterback bowling, he's got his yards going to the outside, not in the gut, but on the outside, bowling in this ball game. We've done a decent job. He's got 14, Morris with 20, Pulliam with 22, and Orr with 17. So as a whole, we've done a good job contain their run game. What we got to do a better job is in the passing game. Pike, 5 receptions, 96. Morris, 1 for 39. Number 18 has 1 for 13 yards. And Orr with 3 for 21. We've given up a lot of yards through the air, and we've got to do a better job at tightening up on that play. Here's some more updates for you in the scoring. Hardin County leads Memphis East 41-6. Middle Tennessee Christian 42-7 over Clarksville Academy. And we're going to see if we can get an update on that Jackson Christian and USJ score real quick before we go back. And it is now in the third quarter with $1:19 to go. It is 28-0. Jackson Christian. Well, the question has been answered. 2 questions have been answered. Jackson Christian is the real deal, and USJ is going to drop their first one of the season. It looks like right now.
No doubt. Next Thursday, 6:30 our time, 7 o'clock kick. Manassas will come calling. And Stan, I brought to your attention the last time TCA Manassas played, I was a part of an Emmy Award movie.
Yeah, but guess whose face got put in it?
Oh, I know. Don't bring that up. 43-29.
Your voice covered a lot of games that TCA was never involved in.
It was amazing because my voice was used in that Emmy award-winning movie, but it was actually another game that they used and matched my voice with the play. It's amazing. The things of Hollywood. What does TCA have to do to pull away?
I was working sidelines that game.
You sure were. What does the Lions have to do to pull away? Remember, Fayette Academy will have the ball to begin this half.
Fayette Academy's going to start the ball. Well, Fayette Academy, they're going to come out throwing. They've got to. That's where they've had their success.
Back deep for the Vikings, number 81.
And, as we're up 14, they've had success throwing the ball. I go right back to the air if I'm at Fayette Academy, challenge our corners and keep doing it until we stop it. Now, TCA, obviously, you got to continue to do a decent job against the run, which we have done, and we've got to tighten up those corners. I don't know if you play press coverage on or whether you loosen up a little bit, but here we are with the second half.
There's Delk's kick.
About the 10.
Vikings will have it. They'll bring it back, and that's going to be Armour bringing it back across the 30-yard line to about the 35, and he'll be spun down there. Little scrub.
Good push by Fayette Academy to get that ball an extra 5 yards in the play. Pickup of about 30 on that return. So Fayette Academy is going to have great field position to start this second half at about the 40-yard line, 60 yards for pay dirt for them, but good field position. They can play their whole offensive playbook there from that spot on the field.
Well, if you're just joining us, you missed 72 points and over 600 yards of offense in the first half.
Yowzers.
And we'll see what the second half brings to the task. 39-yard lines where the Ashley will notate that if you're keeping score at home. Again, the Garings watching tonight. The Lees watching tonight. 43-29. We're a few seconds into this third stanza. Handoff, running back, bang. And the Lions there, Pulliam carried it, and he was hammered by a couple of guys. Boyle, the big guy, all 300 pounds defensive lineman, wrapped him up.
He is a load of a man.
That's a heck of a play you made right there.
And who we got their defensive end?
Loss of 4.
Who we got their defensive end wearing 86?
That's 66. That's Vance.
Oh, Vance playing defensive end now. That's a switch. I never realized he was that tall.
Here's a handoff again, running back, nothing much. The Lions contain him.
And I want you to come back. I want you to come back on that one and look at Vance at the defensive end position here, right there. Well, we missed it, but he came across. He come across the line of scrimmage, turned, waited to the play, crossed the line of scrimmage before he broke his coverage. He held his side. He did what you always hear coaches doing. He stayed home.
Sure did. 3rd down and 12. Boy, a huge chance here for the Lions to stop them.
Now that's 33 in there now.
Make them punt it. That's going to be in the game now. 33 is Drake Craddock.
We're throwing lots of people out there at the defensive end position.
Crash Craddock, that's our nickname for him.
He's that linebacker.
Here is the handoff and 3 conservative calls.
Vance again.
And boy, Vance again and others guys here. And Stan,
on the carry.
Coach Bowling couldn't have drawn up a better game plan there to stop them 3 up, 3 down.
Vance in there along with Crack. And have we just seen something? I don't recall Vance playing defensive end, but he's come out. He has come out and been effective in this first series.
Yeah, I agree with Jay. Craddock was in there linebacker. He just sort of crept his way up in that hole there. Here's the punt.
In there.
And Brewer gets it away, and wisely, we're going to let the thing just bound down, but it takes a great Fayette Academy roll. It's inside the 20-yard line. I say wisely because, Stan, you'd like to come up and get a fair catch on that, but at the same time, 2 juniors to maybe get up there and get it.
That went like one of your drives off the tee. It just kept going and going and going.
Yeah, sure. That's only if it goes downhill and out of bounds.
And you hit the cart path.
17-yard line. Oh, yeah. I've had that to happen a couple of times. 17-yard line.
I did it once. Hit a shot, hit a cart path, went straight up in the air and bounced from the green 2 feet from the hole.
Dawn Patterson liked us bragging on Vance. She said, let's go Vance. And he was a big part of that sequence, wasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, very impressive.
17-yard line, 1st and 10. The pride and joy of the Cashin household. Daniel over that football, about to snap it to Bales. Bales goes right, throws right, it's caught out there. And it's going to be now turning upfield with the reception.
Complete.
And that ball caught
Thrown down by Aikens.
That was Nick Jones that caught that.
Nick Jones with his first reception.
Aiken made the.
Number 0 is Nick Jones.
There was a young man that I went to school with out here called Bill Aikens. I bet it might be his. Well, it'd be his grandson. 43-29. I wish I hadn't brought it up. 43-29. Pass out in the flat again.
Great
that's
block.
Gonna be caught, and that's again caught this time. That's caught by Delk that time.
I want to see that play again. And we see Delk with a reception, but look at this block right there. He would have gotten nothing on the play if it wouldn't have been for that wide receiver block. Instead, Delk picks up 6.
They call Ladner's number again, the junior, the 5'10", 150 cornerback, Cooper Ladner.
Love it when I see a wide receiver blocking downfield.
9:22. Here's the pitch back coming this way. It's going to be Delk, and they're going to pin him in back there, and it's going to be a flag. Probably going to be a hole on top of all that. I would think Fayette Academy
let's see that again, though.
Flag on the play.
You can see that one coming from a mile away. Oh, let's see where the flag is, but
holding on the Lions.
Didn't see it.
Illegal block in the back.
Illegal block. I can see that.
That was a 2nd down and 3. They stopped TCA for a loss.
You know, they've done a nice job defending the option tonight.
They're a pretty good football team. They beat McNary last week.
What they've done, their linebackers, instead of cutting in, going in after it, they're pursuing laterally and staying able to stay with it better.
Brenda Henderson is tuned in. Randall Patterson, Sean Davis, his lines looking good. They are, Sean. 43-29, 9-12. We like to acknowledge those folks that's watching.
Maybe not as good looking as Diamond Dave is.
Well, I would have a comment for that, but
you just said thanks.
Thanks, Dan. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, buddy.
I know you're being facetious. That's the reason I didn't have a comment. 9-12. I thought I would just let it go. 43-29. Now it's 2nd and 13. See what Bells does this time. Caught. Nick Jones makes a great move. 40, 45. Nick
Big
Jones
yards.
50. Nick Jones inside Fayette Academy territory. Nice pattern run by Jones on a nice. Bales has really thrown the ball well tonight, hasn't he?
22.
How many yards did Bales have in that first half, Stan? I was away for a second.
24 for Nick on that play. Do you want now, sir?
How many yards of passing did Bales have in that first half?
A whole bunch.
It was phenomenal.
240.
48-yard line. That offensive line setting down.
Waller had 217
with Tompkins in the gun, in the pistol. Handed off to Tompkins. Tompkins, pretty good pursuit that time.
Picks up 3, about 2.
Number 60,
Let's see that one more time. The linebacker here is going to come across, take an angle pursuit, defensive end coming across, and does a good job pursuing down the line of scrimmage, coming straight down to make that play.
A pickup of 2, 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 46. Boy, Cashin and Vance both had good pushes on the line that time. They were downfield still blocking. Bales claps those hands, rolls right. He's going to look right and throw right. Got a man open. It's caught by Waller. And Waller is out of bounds. That's Delk, excuse me. That 9 and 8 look a lot alike when they get on that other side of the field too, don't they?
Yep.
First down.
32 on 4 receptions.
Delk making a really nice, boy, he ran a great pattern. Let's look at that.
I think I'm going to make
coverage. And what happens, Stan, is you give Waller so much attention that it leaves people open like that.
I'm going to make a motion to a coach that we get some new numbers in the back and about 3 or 4 inches taller.
Here's Tompkins. Tompkins looking for room.
Great block.
Finding room. He may go in. 10, 5, coasting in for the touchdown from 35 yards out.
37, let's call it.
37, okay.
Tompkins.
37 yards, 170 yards and 4 touchdowns. Diamond, I don't know if you heard it, but from the crowd, I could just hear as he broke free. Oh, my God.
Well, and it's like everyone let the air out of the balloon.
Now it's up to a 20-point lead, looking to make this a full 3-score advantage. And, Diamond, this crowd's gotten quiet.
The coaching staff of Fayette Academy up top, they weren't very happy. A lot of the fans looking up at them. 49-29.
I can't see that.
Willard in to attempt the PAT. It's up.
Smooth.
The old lad from Saka has hit it again. It's 50. We've reached the halfway point, folks. 50-29. It's all lines now, 7:55. But don't count out the Vikings. They've come back time after time. Stay with us on TCA's Facebook page.
McCoy's Heating and Air specializes in more than just HVAC services. Our service department has expert plumbers to handle a wide variety of plumbing issues. Do you have a dripping faucet, broken toilet, or broken water heater? Whatever the issue may be, contact McCoy's today for quick service. Call McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
Back to Summerville, Tennessee, 50-29. If you had 79 on your squares for this game in the third quarter, you might just be a winner. Check your tickets.
Paint might be peeling.
Keltner's looking for his.
Yeah. Paint might be peeling off of a wall before this thing is over.
Kicking off is dealt.
And yet, Pitts, way to go. Yolanda McLemore Pitts, I should say.
One of our absolute favorites. And she's mine. She sat next to me in church once. Audrey Tucker Teague watching.
50-29.
You were so jealous of that.
I was. 7:55. You always bring up you sit next to her at church.
That's a live ball.
At the 1 yard line. That's a live ball, and going back to get it and trying to get outside here and tripping him up, and he's still on his feet. Great effort, but boy, oh boy.
Who's that, Nick?
That is bringing it back was Gilchrist.
Let's see if we can see that again. Look at the pursuit, stringing out the play, stringing it out. Whoop.
Great downfield coverage.
And just a job, and then the poor kid, he got stood up, and he saw about 3 more TCA lines coming in to finish him off. He's going, oh, mommy.
Hot Rod Parker tells us it's Jackson Christian 41-0 over USJ with a running clock with 7:30 left. When would you think that?
Well, it's been a while since Jackson Christian's been running clocked.
7:29, you mean USJ.
Or USJ,
Yeah.
I mean. I know one team that did it. TCA did it in 2013 at USJ.
50-29. Who else have you sat next to at church?
Well, the only one I'm worrying about is Audrey Tucker Teague.
7:42.
Rodney, if you must know.
Audra's going to send me a message. She's going to be mad at me and I
I've got
both.
the picture of that, too.
He did it, Audra, not me.
I've got
7:42.
I've got photographic
You
evidence.
do have a picture. You sent it to me.
I'm wearing my purple shirt, purple tie.
She looked lovely as always, and you look like Stan. I'm teasing. You're a great guy. 50-29.
That was not nice.
No, that wasn't. I apologize. Well, you and I mean.
You look like.
I mean,
we have faces for radio.
And I look like Dave. That's what I was going to say. Yeah. 7:42. Well, Stan, that might get the cushion now for the Lions to go ahead and cruise into this thing. Do you think?
I'm going to keep my foot on the gas right now.
Bowling hands it off. Stan, 50-29. And let me just say this again. Are you surprised by the conservative play calling? I know they're deep in their territory here. They weren't so much a moment ago, but they've gone real conservative offensively, haven't they?
They have, and they have not responded with the offense. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different cats have carried the ball. 14, 20, 21, and 7. So we've done a nice job defending their rushing game tonight.
Let's go. I'm going to go to my producer director here and ask Jay, give me a little love. Jay, are you surprised by it? I'm a little surprised they've gone so conservative. Yeah.
Under 70 yards of total rushing offense.
Yeah, but I mean, just here's
crossbuck
play and diving his way to the 15s, the running back. And let's
tackle
also
by
credit the
Ball.
Lions. I mean, we really stifled them here in this quarter thus far.
Well, ever since we made that one-hole 5-yard pickup for Morris.
50-29, the ball's at the 15-yard line, 3rd and 7.
Frank Clampett.
One of my favorite guys,
his
Frank.
great uncle. You know who his great uncle is?
Jeb.
Jed.
What did I say, Jeb? What were the names of those folks? And
Jed, Granny, Ellie Mae, and Jethro.
Jethro.
And Jethrine.
50-29.
Milburn.
Enough. 50-29, 6:10 left here. Hand off this time, and not much to about the 18. Credit the Lions, boy. They've really buckled down here and got it going defensively.
Yeah, let's see. What I want to see on this play, if we can get it, I don't know if we will.
Here's the replay here.
But a good penetration
by they get enough.
The
Didn't need a
defensive
lot.
line.
Got enough. Teresa Whitehead says, looking good, Lions. 50-29, 6:05 in the third in Somerville tonight.
Chrissy Timms is going Alabama. Take some notes off the TCA offense for tomorrow's game.
Well, I'm pulling the Tide tomorrow night. I hope they beat Texas.
I'll be watching the Georgia game to wake up to.
Yeah, Peggy is she gets nervous, you tell me, when you're watching Georgia. 50-29. 5:55 left here.
She's enthusiastic.
Yeah, okay. She gets excited. Well, that was enough for a first down, so it'll be 1st and 10 at the 18.
Not sure what they're doing, Aaron.
I'm not sure what's going on either.
Admiring the football. I don't know what. They're all looking at the referee and the down line are all just looking at the football.
One of the referees was over talking to the TCA bench. He's hustled back out here to midfield now.
Where are you guys going to lunch afterwards or dinner?
I'm not sure. Jay's going to decide that. Here's Bowling. Bowling hands it off. No, he's going to keep
nice fake.
No, it was a nice fake. Fool me. Across the 20 to about the 25-yard line. And it's going to be a pickup of about 7 yards. 2nd and 3. 5:35. No, I'm hurrying back to Jackson. I have volleyball stories to write.
You'll get back to Jackson when I say you get back to Jackson.
That's exactly right. There's a pocket here. You folks that have traveled down here with us before.
Remember,
there's a pocket between here and I-40. You have no cell service at all.
There's a lot of 2-lane row I could drop you off on.
Dawn Patterson said her son, Caleb, is on the sideline. We talked about him earlier with crutches.
Yeah.
Hope he's all right.
I think he's going to have surgery next week if I read Facebook
well,
correctly. Lost in the play
that didn't fool anyone there.
Tore up his knee on the plastic grass.
Oh, my goodness. 50-29.
What happened to that young man is just why plastic grass should be outlawed.
Or our turf back home, it's anyone that comes to TCA's got to be envious of what they see at our place. Don't you agree? Our grass, our true grass.
I thought you had plastic up there.
No, I said TCA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We do have plastic up there.
It is the best.
They had to rake
best
up the
turf
other day.
in Tennessee, in my opinion.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's as beautiful as any college.
And you know who takes care of that field? The fine folks at Waterwell Solutions with equipment from Tennessee Tractor.
Justin Miller in the game, yeah. Well, there's a bang, and boy, Zeb Pulliam was just knocked to the turf with authority.
I'll tell you what, we did a nice job standing him up.
That was 33 from the 25.
And then, bam.
That's going to be 4th. Man, yeah, I mean, he was just annihilated there, wasn't he?
It was not real pretty. Young man's hurt on the field. That is, the injured player is number 6, Pulliam.
He was hit hard.
Yeah.
Now let's
he was stood up and we came in and tackled. He could have gotten that knee or ankle twisted in on that hit. But that's just
our policy is not to show the injured player, and we agree with very much with Jay on that. Let's take a break.
Yeah.
Let's take a break, come back, and let's do a 30 at this point in time. Could turn into a minute. Just stay with us and be patient back after this. Stay with us.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
We're back. Dave McCulley, Stan Gerard, Jay Cashin, and Bradley White doing a great job on the camera tonight. And now it's 4th and 3 from the 27. Actually, I think we had the downs incorrect for you a moment ago. Well,
it's a different angle look, but that's what it looks like from the roof.
Yeah, this third stanza has been owned by TCA. And it turns out to be a pretty good punt because he gets a Fayette Academy roll, and we roll dead inside the 30 at about the 29-yard line.
Gail Presley. Yeah, when I do the middle school games, Gail Presley gets in and jaw jacks with Justin Miller on the comments section.
Yeah.
Gail Presley goes, "Don't tell Justin I said this, but TCA has the best football field in the state."
It really is remarkable. I mean, it's great turf out there, and wonderfully kept. Well, the Lions now a chance stand with 3:59 in the third to break this thing completely wide open. They lead 50-29. High-scoring affair in the first half, 72 points, 600 yards, 43-29. Lions have put a score up already, and the defense has been sterling here in this half.
It's still, you think 50-20, that's still only a 3-touchdown lead. It can be had in a hurry. But, yeah, ever since we were able to make that one stop there in the second quarter, it's been all TCA. And since that point, it's been mongy.
Yeah, I like that lead in.
Segue, mongy.
Yeah, I like that. Here's the pass out here in the flat. Caught by Atwood.
Blocking the back
Hit
on
really
TCA.
Quick. Yep.
That's complete.
Proper
to
call by the
Atwood.
official.
Let's note, too, that although he's limping a little bit,
Tackle by
Zeb
Langston.
Pulliam is
Flag
back
on the
in there
play.
defensively, number 6 for Fayette Academy. So that's good news because he was the guy that was hit really hard a moment ago. Holding on the lines. How many holding calls have both teams had tonight? We've had a bushel full of them.
We've had almost as many holding flags as Fayette Academy has points, it seems.
Sean Davis says they have a good softball field at TCA as well. Lydia Smith is watching.
Speaking of the softball field, the man who takes care of that, Robert Kraft, watching. Coach
Absolutely.
Kraft.
Yeah, Coach Kraft. Boy, what a Hall of Fame coach he has been and is.
First down, ball
21-yard line.
21.
They move it back. It's going to be now 1st and 20 from the 21. Bales has been spectacular. He may not got that off in time. Now offside, on Fayette Academy.
Flag on the
Well, we
play.
get 5 of it back. John Lewis Coffey, we'll have to pay attention next time Fayette Academy's on offense. John Lewis Coffey says he thought he saw the quarterback from Fayette Bowling limping a little bit.
We didn't see that, so John, thanks for updating. We'll watch that.
That'll be 1st and 15.
That may be why they got so
Ball
conservative.
26.
It has to be.
Yeah.
50-29. 3:35 left here. Tompkins behind Bales. Has the handoff. Hit. Stays on his feet for a couple of yards.
On the carry,
That was
tackled
1st
by
and
Ledner.
15, so that's going to be now 2nd. Moved it to the 26. Got to get to the 41, so actually he moved it up to about the 30. So it's going to be 2nd and about 11.
172 yards on
Ball
20 carries.
Going to pass his season high if he keeps this up, and you think he would with 3 minutes in the 3rd. 50-29. Bales looks, throws, almost a spectacular catch by Waller, but broke it up that time. That's Delk, excuse me.
No,
Gone to Delk a lot. No, that was Delk right here in the middle.
Okay.
See him, yep. At 9 and 8 just look a lot alike.
Yeah. It's hard to tell. Nice defensive play
When he
there
gets up there, that is
by
Delk, yeah.
Fayette Academy.
Great effort by Delk, though. 3rd and 11.
TCA throwing the slant.
Yep. And done it really well tonight. Waller's
2, 4, 6,
had a couple of catches,
8.
touchdowns on that play.
9 guys within 5 yards of the line of
Bales
scrimmage.
throws. There's that pass to Waller. He's
He
gone,
gone.
folks. You can take it to the house with Waller. They'll not catch him, I don't think. No, they will not. Touchdown, Lions.
68 yards.
68 yards,
Touchdown, Lions.
Boy, Bales and Waller got something special going, don't they?
Yep. They certainly do. Let's see. I got to get my gazentas going here. 217, 68. That's
If Waller doesn't get you on that play, he'll get you on the down and out. That time they brought him over the middle, and he just flat beat about 3 guys. And once he got by them, you knew they wasn't going to catch him.
Diamond. We need to dig into the TCA record book. If we're not in most yards in a game receiving, we have to be witnessing a TCA record tonight, I would think.
I'd be surprised. Capped off a 70-yard drive. Willard has been perfect. The Willard family's tuned in tonight, and you got to be happy. It is 57-29 Lions, now pulling really in good fashion away. Back after this 30, this is TCA football on Worthy Road Studios and TCA's Facebook page.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
Take it.
Dave McCulley, Stan Gerard, Jay Cashin, and Bradley White back in Somerville. And the Lions have pulled away now their biggest lead of the night, 57-29. Manassas Thursday night. Hope you'll come out and support the Lions. They deserve it. They need it. And we know you'll be there in force, Purple Nation. The Arnolds watching tonight back in my neighborhood, Steeplechase. 57-29. And it looks like it's going to be a nice ride back home to Madison County and Jackson in about an hour. The way this thing's going, it could take longer. 57-29.
Yeah, I was home at
10:30 last night.
10:30 last night. Jay beat me home. I think you were in bed by the time I got to your
the Delk
place.
kick. Delk knocks it down there. So we'll watch Bowling, the quarterback, when they come out here in a minute. But first they'll bring it back upfield and struggle to the 30 and be down there.
Nick Jones with a hit.
All right, let's watch Bowling. John said John Coffey said he thought he was limping it out. Let's wait and see. It is now 57-29, 2:32. We're watching to see who comes out, and I don't see Bowling out there yet. So John gave us a great lead there. And
Bowling is wearing 10.
He's wearing 10, and I don't see him out there. That's Morris back in the backfield.
Yeah, he's running Wildcat.
Yeah, he's running the Wildcat. Morris is.
And now I can't find the record book.
It's Wyatt Morris, 5'11", 175 senior. So now here's Bowling back out there. He's just he's limping a little bit. Boy, he's their franchise on offense. You don't want to get him hurt. Bowling, play fakes, and ball knocked down. Great play.
Was that Mr. Vance?
Let's wait and see. We'll get the replay on it. Here you go. No,
that was
is
Craddock.
Crash Craddock got a hand on it. So we got Crash Craddock 1, Crash Craddock 2. Second down and 10, the ball at the 30. They've turned the air back on, and that's okay, Jay. If you need it, we'll be okay. Jay's done everything tonight. He's worked the air, the lights. Here's the pass again, and it's caught this time. That's catching that football is Jay Brady Orr.
Number 17, Jay Brady Orr.
Brady Orr is
14 yards for Orr.
Yeah, got the first down.
35 yards and 4 receptions.
He makes a really nice cut after catching.
Yeah.
You know, Stan, people really keep up with yards after a catch or yards after being hit. Big factors of the game. He made a really nice upcut.
And now we can look out the window and see the play. That's weird to have to look at the monitor all night. That's kind of strange looking out through the window.
Absolutely. Monitor's great to watch, but it's even better if and right here in front of us now.
Blitz coming.
Handoff.
Oh.
And moving over to his right hand, carrying it, knowing he's going to get hit.
Jones running him out of bounds.
Nick Jones. Mr. Jones like that. He's out of bounds around near midfield, 48-yard line. Pick him up about almost 6. Let's give him 2nd and 5, actually. Clock running, a minute 45. The Lions have pulled away to lead 57-29 after leading at halftime, 43-29. Remember, folks, the Lions at one time, midway of the second quarter, trailed this game 22-21.
Diamond, you've seen a lot of TCA football. I can't recall a receiver over 285 yards like we've got tonight.
I can't either. Morris carried at that time.
Morris on the carry.
Morris will move his way for a first down.
What, about 11?
Yep, he's down inside the 40-yard line, about 37, I think is where they're going to mark him out.
Ball on the line, 38.
They say 38 if you're keeping score at home.
Waller, touchdowns of 68, 51, 51, and 58.
57-29. Pike, their big receiver, hadn't gone to him in a while. He's over there on the left. Bowling rolls, throws, got a man underneath, and it's caught. It's caught by Berger Grosses. He's inside the 10-yard line. That was a well-designed play, Stan, because what they did, they put Pike out there. He went downfield, and it left the receiver behind him wide open.
Braggadocious with 43 yards in the night.
Bragorgos.
It'll be 1st and goal for the Vikings.
57-29.
I'm not going to get an Italian mad at me.
That's right. A minute, 15 left. And Bowling's going to settle under center at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal.
Deal for him under center.
Yep, he was there a lot in the first half. Hands it off, and that's moving toward the goal line. Pulliam. He's inside the 5, but we knocked him down at about the 3. Under a minute, 57-29. Well, Stan, they score here, and it makes it a little bit more interesting.
Yep. It's not over yet, Diamond.
Because they prove they can score.
In a hurry.
57-29. It's second. They actually got him to the 1-yard line.
And Ryan Q, it lifts up there.
Yeah. Pulliam this time. The lineman tried to get behind him and push him in. I don't think he got in.
No.
He's not in. That was 2nd and goal at the 1.
Now, if I'm Fayette Academy, I'm going to fake the ball to Pulliam, and I'm going to bootleg it around the end.
Well, if Bowling's hurt, and we understand maybe he's limping a little bit out there and understand he might be under duress, it takes away what they used so effectively in that first half. Now they'll bring him under center. They have Pulliam in the backfield. They give it to Pulliam, and Pulliam, no, he did not get in. He lost a yard.
Who is there on the tackle for TCA?
A host of them. One of the first guys there was Gabe Lee.
And also the big man, number 75.
How about that, Gramps and Granny? Gabe Lee, Johnny on the spot, led by a lot of other folks right in the middle of that pack.
Kendall Boyle.
Yeah.
We don't give that young man enough credit.
That's going to end the quarter.
He's a roadblock.
When we come back, it's going to be 4th and goal at the 1 for Fayette Academy. They have no other option other than to go for it, so we'll see what happens there. We'll take a quick 30 late coming to you. 12 minutes left of the game in regulation. 57-29 Lions. Don't go anywhere, folks.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're back, Diamond Dave, along with Stan the Man, Jay Cashin, and Bradley White. We go to the final frame. 12 minutes on the clock, 57-29. Lions at home next week against Manassas Thursday, 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock kickoff on Worthy Road Studios in the BallGame Blitz. Paul Schultz in the game. And then after that, Stan, we hit the road again. What,
Yep.
4 games in a row, is that right?
That is correct.
Well, it is the ball back. They say the 1 yard line on the board. That ball's back at about the 3 yard line. It's 4th and goal from the 3. Bowling, play fake. Bowling rolls, Bowling throws. It's going to be a touchdown. Pulliam caught it. Well-executed play on a well-designed play. And it's 57-35. They'll go for 2.
Yep. Very impressive drive by Fayette Academy, and they're hanging right in there, Diamond.
Yeah, they're a gutty team, just like TCA. I think TCA is a better football team. I think the score 57-35 would indicate that, but Coach Bowling not going to be happy with 35 points that TCA's given up. But, hey, get out here with a win and go home and regroup for Manassas Thursday.
Brewer's kick is up and good.
And Brewer knocked it through, 57-36. They don't go for 2. So we'll take another quick 30, 11:53. We're 7 seconds into the quarter, and Fayette Academy struck. They're still trying to stay in it. Back after this on Worthy Road Studios. Stay with us.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should already be here.
Special interest rates as low as 0%.
You should already be here.
We have cars, trucks, SUVs, and the all-new electric Nissan Aria.
You should already be here.
We even have no payments for 90 days.
You should already be here.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Carlock Nissan of Jackson.
Dave McCullough, Stan Gerard back with you. Thank you, Jay. Jay Cashin, shooting team coach, jack of all trades at TCA.
We're still looking for our jerseys.
And Judy Brown, the head of school, Kevin Lloyd, upper school director, Dexter Williams, athletic director, Darren Bowling, the associate athletic director, Dr. Nicholas Vance, the team doctor, Kevin Hansen, the athletic trainer, Matt McGehee, tech and replay, Hudson Henderson, manager, Bolton Gullis, statistician, assistant coaches Michael Mancini, Nathan Bibb, Will Brasher, Chris Tucker, and Thomas Henderson. And here's the kick. And gathered in by one of the up men over there on the far side, and he'll hustle all his way, and that's going to be bringing it back. Great return by Vales as he gets up near midfield and be knocked out of bounds at about the 49. Boy, TCA special teams, especially on kickoff and punt returns, has been brilliant the last couple of weeks.
Very, very outstanding. Tonight, everyone's been good on the kickoff returns.
Absolutely. Spread their wealth around, haven't they? Ball actually at midfield, nose resting right over there on the left hash. 11:45 left in the game. I don't think we've seen the last of points here tonight.
Okay, here's what I have. I have Waller with 285 yards. Number 10 in the state is 290 yards.
He's about to move to the top 10, isn't he?
Unofficially, he's about to move into the top 10 all-time for single-game receiving yards.
That'd really be neat. Dropping back, here's the throw.
Well, how about
Waller,
right here?
Waller caught it. He's at the 20-yard line, and that ball thrown that time by Reed Basham. Reed Basham in there at quarterback threw that thing, and how does Waller get so wide open? Look at this throw by Reed. That's a nice throw. And look at Waller run right under it at the 25-yard line and falls down at the 22. My goodness. That's a great throw by Basham, too.
Unofficially, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Way to go, Reed. 6'1", 170, the sophomore. Hands it off this time, Lakai. Lakai upended and knocked down. Now flag comes in late. Where that flag came in, that's going to be a hold or a face mask, one or the other.
Tied for 6th.
And yet, Yolanda McLemore-Pitts says, great catch, 8. I agree. Danette. Well, the way TCA is reacting, it's going to be holding on TCA. How many holding calls have we had? They'll clean that up.
Holding called against the line.
But this is, Diamond, this is looking, unofficially, he's got 315 yards. He just unofficially passed Damon Dodson in a game Westwood versus Memphis Southside, 314 yards back in 94. He's tied with Benjamin Wallman and Jeremy Van Nordstrom. Or he's 1 yard behind Jerry Van Nordstrom and tied with Benjamin Wallman.
About to move in the top 5, isn't he?
Yeah.
Ball on the 31.
11:05, the clock running. 57-36, TCA in a wild and woolly affair here.
One more reception, he'll be 4th all time.
Basham throws it out there, and that ball is caught this time by
another flag.
Another flag.
Complete to Bales, flag on the play.
Bales in there is the receiver spot, and Basham, the quarterback, in there in his place, caught him, and that's going to be another hold. Yep. The official just said a hold. No, wait a minute. Said chop block. Yeah, that's it. Jay, you're right. Well, we came back and
chop block called against the lines.
Chop block.
The amount of 15-yard penalties. Yeah.
And despite leading, Coach Bowling is not happy. He's wearing out one of the kids over there.
I'm sure that he will address that tomorrow morning in weightlifting and film.
I know the guy he's talking to, but I'm not going to recall his name. He was really upset. That moves the ball back to the 47. TCA has to get to the 22. It's 1st and 25.
It'll be 1st and long for the Lions.
But we are witnessing, if my numbers are anywhere close, we're witnessing history.
Yeah, sure are.
And we've witnessed a few historical games over the years, Diamond.
We have.
A lot of rushing games, passing games.
Gabe Lee's in there now. It's Waller. I don't think he's in the game, is he? I think he's out right now. Now what do we have? Timeout. Timeout, Lions. Well, we'll take one with them. 10:23 in the 4th. TCA in pretty good shape here, but still got to put a closing cap on it. Back after this on Trinity Christian Academy Facebook page presented by Worthy Road Studios.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Nikki Castles is watching, Stan. She wants you to repeat that record one more time.
Well,
Nikki, hold on just a minute because we could have something else developing here with that.
300, by my count, and folks, I'm far from official. I'm unofficial. 8 receptions, 315 yards.
Here's Tompkins with a running.
Pick up
attack.
A 4 for Lakai.
Picked up 4. Let's see.
He's got 176. But he's sitting at 315.
Tompkins on the carry.
The leader is 358. Second is 352. Third is 326. Fourth is 316. 2 players tied at 316. And then now 2 players, including Mr. Waller, tied at 315 by my unofficial account.
I don't think he's going to get it because he's not in the game right now. 2nd down and 17 on the 43. Basham drops. Basham, look. Basham throws, intercepted. Picked off by Mason Bragadosis. He's got a wall in front of him. He may go in. No, the Lions saved the day. Knocked him out of bounds about the 23-yard line. And saving the return that time for the Lions. Looking out there, that was trying to spot that number as he comes off. But that leads Fayette Academy to possibly another score. They're deep in TCA territory.
But I hope that Nicky Castles will try and do this one more time.
We'll do it for you.
Braden Waller, unofficially, 8 receptions, 315 yards, and 4 scores.
First and 10.
The leader in the state is Kewan Malone with 358 yards. Devin Ramsey, 352. Gus Antone with 326. Colby Lonis with 316. Jeremy Van Nordstrom, 316. And Waller is tied with Benjamin Wallman with 315.
Slant in pattern. Jay Brady Orr caught it.
Number 17.
That was first and 10 to 23. And here's the replay of it. Nice throw by Bowling. One-on-one coverage there, and hard to defend Jay Brady Orr. 9-yard pickup, second down and 1.
That was Pulliam, right?
That was Jay Brady Orr.
Jay Brady Orr, I'm sorry.
17, that's okay. Under 10 minutes, actually now under 9 minutes when this ball is snapped. 57-36. James Dusenberry says, who has the record? Joey Hansen.
For TCA, that's
for
very
TCA, that's right. Yeah.
It may not anymore. What is the record? Deuce, do you know it?
Yeah, we'll get James to help us. Running play.
We've
Great
got
defense that time of the Lions and knock him down.
We've got state records, but we don't
Morris
have the
carried
TCA records flag on the field, too.
Yeah. Yep.
It's holding. It's got to be.
It'll bring them a 3rd and 3 for the Lightning.
Chris Tibbett says we need a 60-yard bomb to him to break the record. 8:25 left here. 57-36. I remember Joey Hansen. Remember Joey?
Oh, yeah.
Great
Deuce,
player.
if you've got that info, dig through the files, my friend.
57-36, 8:12 left. Lions would like to keep them at bay here. 3rd down and 3, the ball on the 16. Make it 17, actually. And here's Pulliam. He'll launch his way, or in this case, launch his body to the 15 is what I was trying to say, to the 14. And Sandy needed 3. How many did he get? Got only 2, I think. He's going to be a little short. 4th and about a yard, you think?
Sounds about, it's very close.
Sullivan says, I'm here.
Less than a yard, Diamond. Less than a yard, maybe.
James says Hansen did it in 2011.
But what's the yardage?
Don't know yet. He's going to look that up for us. 4th and a yard from the 14.
What year did you do that?
2011.
That'd been Blake's first year.
Here is the handoff to Pulliam. He's got the first down. Well, I don't know.
That was a 4th down. No, that was a 4th down play.
That was 4th down and 1. I think he got the yard, though, I thought.
Well, they're going to have to measure this puppy.
Hammer and Hank hammered him to the turf. And they're going to have to measure it, I think.
Yeah, and mind you, folks, I am very, very unofficial on my totals, and I hope I've given Waller all the yards he deserves. I hope I didn't give somebody else's yards to him because we've had trouble with the jerseys a little bit.
8 and 9 a couple of times. Yep, sure have. Balta, I think he's got it by about a half a yard. We'll just wait and see, though. We don't have the best of angles. 7:15, clock arrested. 57-36 Lions. If you're just joining us, we're going to be over 1,000 yards in total offense, though.
Well, let's see if we can get a running
And right
total.
now we have 93 points on the board.
Let's see. 176.
James says he's going to ask Alex Northcutt to help him find that research. Well, they're going to stretch the chains here in Somerville. You get a good look at it here with Bradley White doing a great job with it. I thought he had it by about a half yard. He got it by, yep, about that. First and 10, 7:15 left.
First down, ball on the 13.
13-yard line. This would be the 154th win in program history for the Lions.
We're sitting at 567 unofficially.
In total yards?
For TCA.
they've got to have, what, 3+, almost 400, I would think.
2264.
And now they're going to look
92.
at it again. I'm not sure why they're looking at that again, but they are. Pistol Pete picked the ball up and slammed it to the turf.
109.
1st and 10.
109, 96.
It'll be first
a lot of
down
history
for
with
the
TCA
Vikings.
football and for all sports for that matter.
12.
43.
Ball will be at the 12, actually, between the 12 and 13. And Bowling's still in there, quarterback. It looks like Zeb Pulliam. No, Bowling's coming back. He has not been the same player he was in that first half, though. Not sure the extent of his injury, but it's impeding him a little bit. Here's the play, and they run the play this time to Jay Brady Orr. Not much. Stella Vaughn says, where'd y'all eat? Well, we haven't eaten yet because Jay's going to buy dinner on the way home. 57-36, 6:43.
Unofficially, 894 yards of total offense in this game to this point.
Not quite as much as I thought. I thought it was over 900, but we're about to get there, I think.
If we get Waller back in the game and run the slant.
57-36.
My favorite route.
Records are important, but if they score here, Stan, he may have to come back in. You know what I mean?
Yep.
57-36, 6:17 left here. Bowling under center. Keeps it. Wants to throw, does throw, and underthrows that. He has just not been himself in this quarter at all, in this half.
He's taking a beating in this game.
He really has. He is just not the same player he was in that first half.
Mark my words, at the very least, he will be all region as listed as at least an athlete.
Yeah, and I credit our defense. I don't want to take anything away from the line defense. We really played a pretty good second half, to be honest with you.
We made the right adjustments.
Well, they had halftime. What was our score again? It was 43-29, so we've kept them at bay to some degree. 3rd and 9 from the 12. Bowling checks the left wristband. Goes up under center again. Rolls. Now goes back the other way. Let's see, in the first half, he would have run that ball. Now he throws it. It's touchdown. Jay Brady Orr.
12 yards.
12 yards out. It is 57 to 42.
Mr. Waller stretch out.
57. They've got 41 on the board. 6 and 36 is 42 in my math book. We'll let them keep 41 up there if they like. Should it be 57-42, Stan? I think so.
No good on the extra point.
No good. And it remains a 57. Well, they had 36 points. They score 6. They've got 41 on the board, but we'll sort it out when we come back. 57-41 by the board. We're back after this. The Lions don't really necessarily have to score, but need a few first downs to put this thing away. Stay with us, everybody.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation. Bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee. If you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Score is 57-41. I apologize. We had the score 57-36. They must have missed the PAT a moment ago. That's what the case was.
Yeah, that last one was.
And the last one wasn't good either. So it's 57-41. Well, a lot of activities here in the crowd. The music blaring. They've done a great job with their music playlist tonight. Under 6, 5:59, 57-41. So
98 points.
Yeah. If you told me we would get up 41, I thought we might have been in some trouble on the way down.
I thought we'd been in a whole lot of trouble. Well,
here is Brewer's kick, and another scribber again. Going to be fielded down there and brought up to about the 45-yard line.
One of the up backs.
That's Waller that brought it back.
Well,
Waller brought that thing back to the 45-yard line.
Tackled by number 23, Clay Anderson.
I think he's going to come back in. He's in that huddle. Looks like he might have taken a little nasty spill. He's coming back in the game. Yep, Waller's back in.
Yeah, I'm just crossing my fingers. I gave him proper credit for everything.
Tompkins is coming in too. 358 yards receiving was Malone from Mitchell High in 2008. Joey averaged 118 yards per game in 2011. 1,665 for the season, highest in the state that year. Here's the handoff, Tompkins.
Tompkins on the carry.
He's up to midfield.
Tackled by Fergie.
And the Lions, you know, the record, yeah, it's important, but I think the Lions would just like to chew up some time and some first downs here and get out of here and get no one hurt.
We average 118 yards.
Ball on the line.
Yeah, but I need to know what his game total was.
Lee Williams-Miller tuned in. Saw her earlier. She's across the way. I see her that shirt over there. 57-41.
He may have the state. Waller certainly has the team record for most yards in a game.
He's right in front of us right here on the second down and about almost 6. Second long 5.
And they're covering him in single coverage.
Bell's back in there, quarterback.
Slants wide open.
Bales looks left, throws over there, and is caught. Nice catch, and close to the first down chain as a receiver.
Pass complete. Tackled by Pike.
That ball caught as we untangle the bodies over there. Let's credit the TCA offensive line.
That's Williams.
Williams caught it. Yep.
3rd and 1.
Done a good job here tonight. Done yeoman's work.
This is his first multi-reception game playing football.
Those guys don't get the headlines that all the skill people do. 3rd down the yard from the 47 of Fayette Academy. 57-41. Bales just letting the play clock run down, using some clock here.
Oh my gosh.
4:15 left. Drilling it or draining it for all it's worth. Tompkins, handoff. Tompkins gets that football in with both arms, cradles it in there, and lunges his way to the 45 for the first down.
Oh.
I would think TCA's just going to run it as much as they can until Fayette Academy stops them now. 44-yard line, 1st and 10.
And that's
a foundation bank first down.
A foundation bank first, and that's what you do.
Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah,
that's
Respect.
what you do. We're just, would we love to see the record? Absolutely.
But you just grind it out, get some first downs, get out of here, get on the bus, and go home.
Or just a little 10-yard pass, and that'd be enough.
4-man Fayette Academy front there, and again, Bale's just draining the clock. 3:40 left in the game. Tompkins again. Tompkins, far side left. Stays in bounds. Moves inside the 40 down to about the 38. 3:30 left here.
And Armour for the Vikings.
And the Lions are going to get out of here, barring something just unbelievably happening. 57-41, go home with 2-2 and get ready for Manassas out of Memphis.
Thursday night we'll have that means West Tennessee Sports will have middle school football. 3 Oaks coming in, the first home game for the middle schoolers all year. Tuesday at 6 p.m. I'll take the air at 5:55 on West Tennessee Sports.
Good. So we'll have the doubleheader Tuesday and Thursday. Look like 2 people moving at one time there, but they don't throw a flag. Nick Jones will come this way. Nick's inside the 40. He'll be pushed back to about the 38.
He'll pick up 2 on the play.
You know, Ladner, they've called his name a lot. He's really a good, nice player for them.
Yep.
He's a wide receiver, but more than anything, a cornerback, 5'10", 150 junior. He's been all over this field tonight. He'd be their defensive player of the night, I would think. 2:25 clock running, and the Lions just content now on 2nd and 5 to take their time before they snap it. Pete says wind the clock up, and they do that at 2:15.
57 points, and we're not in a mercy rule game.
That's right. That's a great point. Not in a running clock, are we? How about that Jackson Christian USJ game tonight in a running clock situation? Who would have thought it? Hand off Tompkins again, the workhorse, trying to get far side left. He's going to get over there. 30,
and more.
25, 20. On his feet, 10. On
Great
his feet,
block.
5. Into the end zone. Did he get in without going out of bounds? I think he went out of bounds. Or did he?
39 yards for the score.
No, it's a score.
39
Excuse
yards.
me, how about that? Tompkins from 39 yards out, and the Lions have hit 60 and more. Good grief, 63 points. So you got to look at the last time the Lions have scored this many points in a game now.
223 yards unofficially. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touchdowns.
Atwood, the holder. This is Owen Atwood. We have Owen and Zane.
Tompkins.
They could write a Western novel.
And Waller.
PAT is up, and it is good. And boy, Willard has been sensational tonight. 63-41. A minute 33, all that remains. Back after this on the presentation of Worthy Road Studios and the TCA Facebook page. Stay with us.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
James Dusenberry just told us that he's researched as diligently as he can. He can never find any receiver for TCA in history that's had more than 290 yards in a game.
Well, then our new school record holder would be Braden Waller.
Now, Brad Keltner doesn't bet, but he says, imagine taking the line over and under tonight on 100 points. We've got 100 and what? Is that 105 now? 64-41.
You know, I'll tell you a little story after this play here.
Here's the kick.
Nice.
Morris gadgets it in. Yep, Morris, good player for that. Bring it back, and boy, look at that special teams coverage there.
We've had great coverage all night.
Yeah.
But true story, back when I was playing high school, not that anybody cares, but the newspaper, which is now a Gannett, only was the Evansville Press, the Evansville Courier, and the Evansville Press, they used to publish the betting lines on the games from the local bookies. And I remember being in the game, and we covered a 50-some-odd point spread.
Flag on the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct on TCA. Webb, Tanner made the stop. He's made several of those tonight on special teams, and also was down there with him. Looking back at my numbers here, making a really good special teams play was Reed Basham that time.
Yeah. Basham looked good throwing the football earlier. A couple of crisp throws. I mean, you score 64 points, and you're only up 23.
A minute 25.
Go figure. Go on.
Yeah. Vikings have it. We played this one out here in Summerville tonight. Back.
They're not stopping, are they?
No. Fly, and there's Pike down there. Can't catch it. Great effort by Pike.
He catches that. He's in.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Bowling overlaid him a little bit. Pike's a really good receiver. He is a junior, 6'3", 175, and Stan will have to contend with him for another year.
Well, I'll close out the record book. We've not going to get another opportunity there, so we'll close that one out.
The thing about doing college games is that Stan,
you got the record book right with you.
He'll say, yeah, we do, and we sell junior of a Pike, but he could have 2 more years because of COVID. You never know. I have more trouble keeping up with that. Here's Bowling throwing, and this one he overshoots one of his favorite receivers, Jay Brady Orr.
Pass intended for Orr, incomplete.
So Fayette Academy tonight will fall to 1-3 on the year. You look at the standings, Stan and Jackson Christian, Tipton Rosemark, FACS, Harding Academy, TCA, Fayette Academy, and this will put TCA up there where they can control a lot of their own destiny now with this win tonight.
Chris Tippett, not necessarily. If TCA did not turn the number into the state association to the records, it wouldn't be up there. So TCA would have had to have turned it in for it to be on the list.
Well, James brings up, too, that Andrew Goldsmith.
We saw those games.
I lost his post. He said Goldsmith rushed for 389 yards. Adamsville, November the 13th, 2015.
That's the Ponies on the Loose game.
That's the 99-yard run of one of those. Here's this time Bowling keeping it First time he's run the ball effectively here in this half. He's across midfield to about the 47.
19, his biggest yard carry of the night.
State record book as Go Smith, number 2 and number 3 in the state record book. Yeah, I remember that. Stan, that had to be, or has to be, one of the greatest plays, I think, in TCA football history down in Adamsville that night.
I think your description of me starting at the 40 and stopping at the 50.
Yeah, you were with him for about 10 yards, and then you lost him.
And it's because I had a head start. It's the only reason I was with him.
Balding throws it. Nice play defensively. Good breakup that time by Tanner Webb. Moore, the intended receiver, and Webb did an outstanding job defensively. Appreciate all the folks that stayed with us. We still have a lot of the folks that's been with us throughout the night still with us right now.
Yep.
64-41. I think everyone waiting to see what the record and waiting to see how many points we actually put up. We got to go back and see the last time. How many points does this rank in TCA single game history?
I can look that up. I will look that up tonight and have it on West Tennessee Sports.
Bowling undershoots his.
I will have that on I'll have that answer on West Tennessee Sports tonight before I go to bed.
All right, 64-41, 37.3 seconds left. Third down and 10, 46-yard line.
For the Vikings.
And the Vikings will fall to 1-3. The Lions will go to 2-2, and would be favored against Manassas Thursday night, I would think, with no disrespect to them.
Unofficially, Waller has set a state record for
It will be
school record for receiving.
Bowling falling down.
He's gotten in the top.
He was going to
10.
hand it off to Isaiah Aikens. I'm not sure what happened. Carol Hall says she's still here. Thanks, Carol, staying with us. 64-41, 24 seconds and falling down. It's going to be fourth down now and long. Fourth at about 15. Make it 4th and 16. 4th and 16.
Oh.
Down to 11 seconds, and that's going to end it as the Lions are going to win this game 64-41. Fayette Academy is going to let the clock run out. And the happy final here after trailing at one time 22-21. The Lions trail, and they come back and win it 64-41. We'll take a 2-minute break. Back with the post-game stats, analysis, scores, and more. Stay with us. This is TCA Football presented by Worthy Road Studios on the TCA Facebook page. Back after this.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Hi, I'm Stan Gerard for your local Food Right. Food Right is the home of the butcher. Food Right is proud to sell certified Angus beef. It's the very best there is. All of our beef, signature pork, and chicken products are cut and packed fresh daily by our in-store butchers. To feed your family well, Food Right, with 11 locations across West Tennessee, is where you need to go. Have a great day, everyone, and much more importantly, God bless.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spa even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Waterwell Solutions offers experienced and diversified services throughout the greater Tennessee area. Waterwell Solutions specializes in well drilling operations. They are experienced in the design, construction, and maintenance of wells from 4 to 16 inches in diameter and depths up to 1,000 feet. Waterwell Solutions has 3 locations in Summerville, Brownsville, and Trenton. For a consultation, give them a call at 731-779-1272.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should offer more than a place to just store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest accounts include the flexibility of a checking account, with tiered interest rates, identity theft protection, cell phone protection, and more. So start a financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number at the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Nick Mancini said that he could teach Coach Mancini a thing or two about offense. Well, I'm not sure how much more we could teach him tonight. How about this big win tonight as the Lions win it 64-41, and a lot of yardage, 994 yards, Stan tells me, in total yards unofficially. And Waller just set a new school record for receptions or yardage, I should say, in one game. And boy, oh boy, Teresa, John, Gail, Stella, and all the gang, we will drive carefully, and they're all thanking us for doing a good job tonight and bringing you the broadcast. But we thank you. We thank all of you folks who are watching and also being so faithful to TCA and to our broadcast as well. Stan, a night of history, 64 points, almost 1,000 yards, and let's get some totals for there, sir.
Team totals for TCA, 620 yards total offense, 374 for Fayette Academy unofficially, 994 yards of total offense. That breakdown, again, for Fayette was 128 on the ground and 246 through the air. For TCA, if my math is right, running 227 yards, passing 393 for 620. Individual numbers. For Fayette Academy, Bowling rushing the ball 41 yards, Morris 42, Pulliam 28, Orr 17. Receiving, Pike had a great game. Pike, 5 receptions, 96 yards, and a touchdown. Pulliam, 1 reception, 6 in the score. Morris, 1 reception, 39 in the score. Gregorigos, 2 for 47. Orr had a big night, 6 for 56 and a score. TCA unofficial yardage. Nick Jones, 4 carries, or 4 yards. And Lakai Tompkins, 34 rushes, 5 touchdowns, 223 yards on touchdown runs of 15, 2, 3, 37, and 39. Receiving, Williams, 2 for 10. Jones, 2 for 36. Delk, 4 for 32. Braden Waller, unofficially, 8 receptions, 315 yards, and 4 touchdowns on touchdown receptions of 58, 51, 51, and 68. So Lakai Tompkins, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lakai Tompkins and Braden Waller combined for 9 touchdowns in this ball game, and TCA with the 64-41 win. Diamond, you want to go ahead and start giving some scores while we're at it? Or?
Yeah, go ahead, Stan. Let me just say this. It was at halftime, 43-29. We're not going to go over the entire scoring recap because you've given a lot of the stats. TCA began to pull away, 49-29, 50-29, 57-29. And credit Fayette Academy, they wouldn't quit. No quitting the Vikings tonight, or for that matter, any night. They made it 57-35, and then 57-42, and then the Lions win it, or 41, I should say, and then 63-41. You happy final here tonight. A record night for a lot of guys, and a record night for this program, for that matter. Coach Bowling's down on the field. We'll try to get him up here if we can.
Yeah,
You've got some scores. You've got some scores, I think, Stan, too.
Well, Diamond, TCA scores 105 points from the game. The folks between Lake County and South Fulton, they thought they had a wild one, 52-44. They scored 96 points in that game. They were in the highest scoring game in West Tennessee tonight. How can that happen? Unbelievable. But scores here, it was Middle College all over Middleton, 62-0. Lake County 52, South Fulton 44. Ripley over McNary 40-13. Brentwood 17, Henry County 14. It is Hardin County over Memphis East 41-6. Southwind over Munford, 41-0. It was Northside coming off the deck to beat Lexington in Lexington tonight, 18-17. Peabody over Adamsville, 30-20. It was Greenfield over Humboldt, 17-6. That was 3-0 at halftime. Riverside over the Fighting Wagon Wheels of Gibson County, 57-12. Dresden, 62. Hall, 0. You score 62 points, and you're only number 3 on the scoring list for the night. It was Huntington, 44. Columbia Academy, 14. Milan, 62-25. So you've got a game where they scored 87 points, and that's not even the top 3. Think about it. Westview, 42-6 over Liberty. Haywood, 42-8 over Fayette Ware. Union City over Gleason, 48-8. It was West Carroll, 47-14 over Perry County. McKenzie wins over McEwen, 23-0. 41-0. Jackson Christian over our friends on McClellan Road, the Bruins of USJ. Tipton Rosemark, 8-0 over SBA. It was Covington, 42-0 over Scotts Hill. Dyersburg over Bolivar, 56-24. Obion, 49-0 over Fulton, Kentucky. And that's a look at the finals that we have for right now. Is Coach going to make it up
No,
here?
he's not going to make it up. He's going on to the locker room and send hours late, long drive back for the team and for us.
Yeah, here's a quick review of the night. Unofficially, Braden Waller is now the TCA record holder for most yards in the game, unofficially with 315 yards. Unofficially, that puts him in a tie, I believe, for 4th.
James Dewsbury says he thinks he's 6th or 7th. He's done some research. But
Well, yeah, I've got, but you count when two guys have the number. He's probably about 6 or 7 on there because you have a couple of numbers where they're tied, and that takes up 2 numbers there. So Braden Waller unofficially makes the top 10 in the state all time for yardage in a single game. It was history here tonight in Summerville, Tennessee, Diamond Dave, and we got to witness it.
No doubt about it, and it's a pleasure to be here. Our special thanks to Bradley White on the camera. Our producer and director tonight, as always, has been Jay Cashin. We'll be back with Philip from time to time as well, Coach P. But the happy final here, the Lions win at 64-41. Even more special thanks for all of you that stayed with us until the very end. From Summerville tonight, the Lions move their record to 2-2. Manassas, Stan will have coverage for you Tuesday on his network, and then Thursday we'll have Manassas airtime 6:30 and 7 o'clock for the kick. For Stan, Jay, Bradley, and all the gang, I'm Diamond Dave McCulley. God bless you. Good night from Summerville, Tennessee.